keep that too.
It looks like he's sitting like below you.
Alrighty, everybody. We are live. Thank you to everybody who's already in the chat. We're going to get this party started in a minute here.
What's up, everybody? We'd like to welcome y'all to the Blazers Trials number 17. We'd like to give our a big shout out to our sponsors at Collectors Connection. You can go check them out at collectorsconnection.duluth.com for all of your card needs if you're in the Duluth area. We love those guys. Definitely check them out. I'm excited about some cards tonight. How are you guys feeling?
Super excited, man.
Yeah.
Chucky put up these bounties, these Christmas bounties. I'm excited to see some unique lists. I heard Evan is trolling tonight, which we love to see.
Yes, we love some good trolling for sure.
Yeah. If we take a look at, let me see if I can pull up Limitless here for a minute, and we can take a look. Looks like we got 20 people registered, and almost all of them are looking about ready to go. So we got a good turnout tonight. I'm looking very excited.
Yeah,
want to give them like another minute or two.
Yeah, absolutely.
These
We got a
people.
little sneak peek of the meta breakdown here. 5 decks unknown. I think those are probably just people who haven't submitted their list yet. We got like a really even spread tonight. 3 grass, 3 water, 2 metal, 2 psychic, 2 fighting, 1 darkness, 1 lightning, and 1 fire. So no dragon in the chat, no colorless tonight, and surprisingly no fairy.
What in the world?
I don't know that I've ever seen a Turboblaze trial not have a single fairy player. That's like the #1 type.
Yeah, I've never seen one because I've seen like all of them but one.
But no, in all seriousness, this looks like a great meta. I'm super excited. I'm loving the type diversity.
Heck yeah.
Fun one.
Yeah. Well, we got some serious players in there tonight. I'm pretty excited. We got some people
let's
who are
see
playing
those
tonight.
registrations. Yeah, we got I mean, a lot of Blazers on there. Of course, we got Ravi, I see. We got Lee Hoffman. We've got Logan playing, I think, for the first time ever in a Turboblaze trial. Logan's not on the mic tonight. He is grinding, trying to get a badge.
Yeah, we're very excited to see our sweet Logan Davis out there behind the cards.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely finally be able to give him a chance to be able to play and make us all proud. Hopefully he doesn't disappoint us. If not, we'll question on the team. But anyway.
We've got lots of previous badge holders. I mean, we see Mickey. He's got 2 he's won twice with fighting now. Does he have 2
I'm gonna do table
type
check-ins. I'll be right back.
Count Sligo's got a badge. George Rhodes, he has 2 badges, I know. I mean, we got a very strong lineup of players here today.
We also have Lonnie here. I'm always a fan of seeing Lonnie.
Oh yeah.
Big Lonnie fan over here. And then we've got David from GG's. Always excited to see what he brings. Like very, very fun treat to watch.
Very exciting.
Captain's a fan favorite. Yeah, just gonna have a lot of sick matches tonight. I cannot wait. SBO, are you familiar with the bounties that we've thrown out?
Why don't we pull those up?
Alrighty, so it looks like the bounties, we have the highest deck using only ice types, meaning that they must be ice type in the game or weak to metal. There's also a bounty that says the highest place deck playing a red and green card. Example, a grass deck playing Red's Challenge, or a dark deck playing Guzzlord and Green's Exploration. There's also the highest placing deck with a tree Pokemon and has at least 8 ball cards. There is a bonus spin if you can also include a star card. And then there's the highest place deck playing at least 4 Christmas themed cards. Evo lines count as 1. And then Chucky said, I will at least hear out everyone's reason for why a card will be considered. So yeah, got some really interesting ones there. You said we got a lot of grass decks today. So I'm assuming a lot of people are going for that the red and green challenge.
Yeah, and a couple water players going for the ice type challenge, I'm certain.
Yeah.
So we do have round one going up, guys. So do we want to pick a game here?
Yeah.
And
Round one is up, and everyone's tables are double thumbs up.
Yep. So I mean, I see we've got Count Sligo versus Georgie. We've got Evan versus Lee. We've got Ravi versus Noah. We got Lonnie versus Mickey. A lot of great games here.
There's some really good games.
So I'll let you guys pick what you want to look at round one.
Logan got the bye. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
of course, Logan gets the bye. Otherwise, I'd love to get him on the camera here. So we won't be seeing Logan today unless he gets some wins in the future.
I would love to see Lee versus Evan.
All right.
That would be really
Let's go pop into table 3 then and have a peek.
Let's see what they're playing tonight.
Yes, please. If you can.
So Lee is playing metal.
Great.
Lee is playing metal. Archaladon. That is with the coded attack. It says during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. It's a Metagross, Metang list with the Archaladon, Berserker, boosting damage, Reverum to draw, Iron Crown for the early game.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, we have Evan playing Psychic Mill. So that's going to be real interesting. I'm sure this is not a matchup that Lee has practiced at all. But Lee, if anybody knows Mill, it's probably going to be Lee. So,
this is very true.
Yeah, this will be a fun showing to see, how well both players can kind of navigate a little wonky on. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I have never played Psychic Mill as much as I'm into control.
Believe it or not, I actually have. It's not good.
Give some insight. What are you thinking about the deck?
So, I mean, I'll have to take a look at what exactly Evan's card choices are, of course. But it's rough. We're relying on Swoobat, and if you guys don't know what Swoobat does, well, it mills 1 for each psychic energy it has on it, which, that sounds like Centiskorch. That sounds great, but Swoobat's got 90 HP. And Psychic is not a type with quite as much energy options as Fire does. Doesn't make me feel too great, to be honest with you.
Okay, so he's got the Hypno that discards the top card. Or wait, your opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a supporter you find there. If you do, your opponent plays that supporter.
That's also
However,
a card I had
make
playing
all the
in mind as
decisions
well,
for that
which is
card.
hilarious.
So yeah, he's told me about this. You goes Mahala, you discard, you can discard really important pieces from their hand and then fail the search.
Yep.
A bunch of unique lines.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff you can do with Hypno, assuming you hit a good supporter. I mean, if you hit something like Iono or Marnie, your Hypno attack might be helping you as much as it is hurting you.
Yeah.
No,
He's
it's a
also
risky Pokemon, but it's very funny.
He's also playing the newer Comfy that's going to let him, like each player, draw 3 cards. So I'm sure that's who he wants to be seeing a little bit early on too. The Mimikyu that he's playing is also going to let him the option to do some pretty crazy plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with that Mimikyu Swiss stack with his Lost Zone deck. He used to use
I was
that.
just gonna say that it's like a corner piece of Stack's very unique take on Turbo Lost Zone, using that Mimikyu to try to get 2 Chorus to Experiment in the same turn. But of course, it's in a control deck, just as good.
Absolutely.
We do see a pretty strong setup from Evan turn 1.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that Diancie for a second? Did you bring up what Diancie's all about?
Yeah, I didn't. So the Diancie is going to be a really strong option for Evan to sit behind. So that it has an ability that says as long as the Diancie is active, you cannot gust around it for the basics. And so you can just sit there, set up your board, get ready to evolve, and then it also has a attack that lets you draw 2 cards for just And we do see Lee with an escape rope immediately.
Yeah, it's definitely promoting that Diancie. That's going to be your number one lead Pokemon because it just keeps you safe from any sort of boss's orders until you're ready to evolve into Swoobat and go in for the mill.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be a really strong option right for him. But Lee, you can see he's trying to just play the game. He started with somebody he thought not to start with, and you do have to play cards to play the game. You want to play as little as possible against Bill, but he's definitely going to be trying here.
Yeah. Just a pass, attached pass.
And I'm going to look right now, but I think that Lee can actually get away with just attacking with this Zamazenta, because all of his attackers, or sorry, all of Evan's attackers are going to be less than 100 damage. So he should be good to be able to just like put on the pressure if he can get going faster.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, were you talking about the metal weakness on Diancie? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's a big thing to know too. No, he was saying how Zamazenta should just be able to sweep through.
Oh yeah,
the
that
psychic
100
mills
damage
attackers.
is all
Yeah.
you need, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is Lee looking to do here? I mean, he's wanting to play his little resources right,
Yep.
and he's wanting, in the game before Evan gets set up.
Now, does
So
Evan play any form of energy removal or other disruption that he could use to get through a solo Zamazenta?
it does not look like it.
Okay. And of course, this is open deck list, so Lee is going to know that, and he's going to be able to, play his strategy around that. And are we seeing the energy acceleration Zatu, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rocket's handiwork. Looking like we've milled a couple cards here. Just 2. Not important mills.
I actually think it's a dangerous mill because that lets him get the.
Yeah, that's going to be Metal Saucer.
Yeah.
Good to be noted too that Lee looked at one of those. Looked at his top deck with the Jirachi.
He did.
So he knew what card was there.
Yep. Whatever card he left on
let's
top was a card that he felt like he did not want.
Yeah, let's take a second and appreciate this beautiful Count Sligo metal energy.
Oh my goodness. Nobody better to sign a metal energy than the Count himself.
This is so true.
We do see Iron Crown. That's going to be another great option. It's, once Evan's got this full board, it's just doing 120 for 2. And like you said, these are low energy Pokemon. That's going to kill anything. Or low HP Pokemon, I should say.
Yeah, and he top decked Arden, so he has a pivot and a way to search out that the Metal Saucer. So if he has an energy in hand this turn, we actually might be able to see a knockout.
Yep, and that's what Lee wants. If he can get that turn 2 knockout and just keep the punishment going, don't need to play anything else, don't need to draw any further, that's going to be great.
Versus Seeker, and I didn't see the other card.
Yep.
There goes the Arvin.
And I assume Evan is probably playing the Energy Doubler Gardevoir, if I had to guess.
That is correct.
Yeah, so he's not going to have the option of like a Gallade or a Gardevoir to attack and potentially, try to disrupt a small board. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it looks like Evan, unless if I'm missing something, is not playing any kind of counter pressure card.
No, he's just going all in on milling.
Yep, just trying to mill.
One card that I was playing in my Psychic Mill deck that I think Evan should totally play if he wants to be a baller is there's a Zatu that lets you play rock, paper, scissors with your opponent. And if they win rock, paper, scissors, they get to draw 3. And if they lose rock, paper, scissors, they have to mill 3. And you know what I always say, drawing is just milling in disguise. So that Zatu in my mind says mill 3 if you think about it.
Yeah, I have seen you post that on Reddit multiple times.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like, and we're gonna see that philosophy that comes through
Yeah, Comfy just
I'm
says
not
draw 3. Sometimes
Draw
that can be mill 3.
Yep. I remember when the Comfy came out, I literally was super drawn to it, and I wanted to just create a deck that spammed draw 3,
Yeah.
and also have unknown hand as another option, but it was super a mill deck. Um, you know, I
Well, you
never
know what
actually
other
played.
card is similar to Comfy that does see play is there's of course the Togetic with the same attack. Both players draw 3, which can be a really sneaky option against control if you happen to be playing Cursed Kiss. Nothing better to do with your Togetic.
It's so true, so real.
People don't know about that. That's the hidden knowledge.
Yeah.
And there is that metal saucer that you were talking about. So if we do have the energy in hand, we're going to be Iron Crowning for the knockout. That's exactly what you want to see.
It is.
Now Lee is also, of course, prepping that Arcalodon. I'm assuming he's playing the one that gives everything free retreat when it has energy on it.
I think
Yeah.
the
No,
base
he's got the Beldum down. He didn't get
Oh, that's a
the
Beldum.
draft.
Sorry. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, me personally, if I was Lee, I mean, looking at Evan's list, he's got like no attacking options. I might not even really want to bench stuff like Beldum potentially. Just keep it in the
Yeah, he
deck
even
and keep your deck as thick as possible.
yeah, he
Yeah, I
even
would
bypassed
say
the Varoom on the Buddy Puffin.
Mm-hmm.
I would
I
definitely
think
say
that's
that Lee
smart.
is probably way too many cards at this point. I would have just like straight up gone Zamazenta only
Yeah,
at
I
this
feel like if you have no reason to play a second attacker, there's no reason. Just don't. Maybe you can play Zim and Iron Crown, but I don't think the Beldum is really needed here.
right.
All right, so let's see what we're going for this turn. I'm going to assume that, of course, Woobat needs some more time in the tank. We're going to want to try to get set up a Curlia to draw here, a Zatu to draw, and get energy on the field. Maybe we can see Impersonation either draw us a little further or get another mill supporter in.
Some shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love shenanigans.
For mill supporters, it looks like he is playing the Bloba and Bryson Man
Gotta play
and
that.
playing Team Rocket Chainsword. But we don't see any other type of mill or like hand mill at that fact.
Sure.
So I know a lot of
I
people are
mean,
considering 06 machinations
I was
right
gonna say
now.
I think Zero Six is a must-have in any mill deck because while it isn't technically milling the deck, what are the odds your opponent doesn't play a single copy of Iono or Marnie the entire game? I think it's pretty low, and if you can play Zero Six and hit, say, 5 cards from their hand, that's even better than a Beloba and Bryson, man.
Yep, that's very strong.
It's a card I
Also,
definitely want to experiment with in Fire Mill if I ever revisit that deck.
let's see what Evan's
Yeah,
got.
so he's got the Psychic Patch coming down. That's the Drowsy, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, that is the drowsy.
Yep.
Beautiful card.
We
That
do
is
see
straight up
Lucamine.
my
Lucamine's a
favorite
great card to
card.
pair with this Mimikyu. That's going to be awesome. And we're just going to impersonate, I think. No?
No, yeah, he impersonated the Lucamine.
Oh, he impersonated Lucamine. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Well, what did he put back in his hand? Because it looks like he put those other cards back.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't look like anything actually entered the hand, which is why I was a little confused. Oh, there he goes. So he's taking
Oh, yeah,
Rocket's
there we go.
Handiwork and Peonia. Love it. I'm wondering if we see any of those evolutions prized, maybe? That could be what's going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, that Mimikyu is such a great utility card.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And Lee here playing another card, thinning the deck again. You got to wonder what he's trying to do here.
There's no way he starts the Metal Maker in this
Yeah,
matchup, right?
I just don't see the point of thinning your deck any further. You're just given it's like losing a prize card for free or something like that. Like that just it doesn't make much sense to me. And speaking of prize cards, let me make sure that I stay on top of that. Remind me if I forget, gents. I gotta make sure that prize cards go off as we
Missed that.
play the game here.
I can see getting the Metagross set up. Yeah, there we go. in the Matang setup so that you can go into Metagross for another low energy attacker. But again,
Yeah.
like we said, he's not attacking the energies.
No, I don't think any of that's necessary because every single card he puts on the board is one less card that Evan has to mill. You know, he's now
Mhm.
Beldum, Energy, Matang. That's 3 cards less. That's a whole Belobun Bryson man that he didn't have to play.
And that's also a Gus target that he can play because Evan's also
Sure.
playing counter too.
Oh yeah, of course. And we do see the Woobat going down, and I think Lee's. I don't know if I would have gusted the Woobat here. In all honesty, the Woobat has no energy on it. I think I'd be much more interested in going for that Ralts myself.
Yeah, keeping that Gardevoir from setting up is huge.
Yeah.
Now, the Woobat is a basic that has the milling attack, correct?
No, Swoobat has the milling attack.
Swoobat. Okay.
Yeah,
I
the
understand.
Woobat actually does not have any really good attacks. I think that one might confuse. There's one that
Okay.
does like spread 30 to all if you have no cards in hand or some dumb stuff like that. Obviously that's not super great here.
The one he's playing is 20, and then you flip a coin. If heads, they're paralyzed.
Paralyzed, that's what it was. Yeah, and I think that
Super
Woobat is
easy.
black and white base set or something close to it, if I'm not mistaken.
That looks like the one that Crushing Hammer or Catcher came
Or
out.
Emerging Powers, that's the one.
Yeah, Emerging Powers.
Yeah, I knew it was some silly set like that.
That set was a game changer. That was the craziest set.
Yeah, Emerging Powers might
also
be
on a
the
high-up
worst
card.
set in Pokemon history.
What Emerging Powers?
Oh yeah.
Well, you got Gothitelle too. Gothitelle saw a lot of.
Oh my
Was
gosh.
Gothitelle Emerging Powers? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
So
it had Gothitelle. It had Recycle, Crushing Hammer, maybe.
Yeah, Crushing Hammer.
Watchhog. We love Watchhog. But of course, the big star of the show is it has only 2 secret rares. The Full Art Thundurus and the Full Art Tornadus are the only hits in the entire set. And
Oh, that's right.
not very exciting hits.
Ooh,
So if
nice.
you want to find a set that you should never ever rip, Merging Powers. Do not do that.
We got 2 heads there, right?
Yeah. So now, correct me if I'm wrong. That stadium there allows him for a chance to look at Lee's hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he did that and then went into the Iono.
Well, I think Evan might have used the Hypnose attack before.
Correct. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He used the Hypnose attack to use the Iono.
Yeah, the Lavender Town's definitely a great pair with the Hypno because I'm sure that there would be times where there could be a supporter. You know, maybe he has Iono and he doesn't want Lee to play the Iono. You know, there could be an argument that you don't Hypno because once you Hypno, I believe you are forced to choose a supporter.
That's so crazy that the supporter's gone forever.
Yep, that's the end of that. It's hilarious.
Lee being a smart player, using Lavender to get knowledge.
Absolutely.
That's like super. I can't tell you how often like you see people miss the chance to use a broken stadium like that.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Especially on webcam, it's so easy to forget when your opponent's just got an Artisan sitting there. It's easy to forget it.
We're seeing more deck thinning.
This is sickening, man.
I'm really I'm gonna fuss at Lee about this for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, Lee is the watermilk guy. You think he would know a thing or two about this. I don't know what's going
Or
on.
just not enough pressure that's gonna happen, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think there's almost no way that Evan would be able to cheese it out because he's just 1 energy away from retreating anything on his board.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a energy go in the Metang for sure. I think Evan is bleeding a lot of prize cards right now, and he has.
Yeah, I wish we had an idea of how much is left in Lee's deck for sure.
It looks like it's still a very thick deck.
Yeah, I was gonna say not much milling's happened. We've seen a Rocket's handiwork, and we've seen a couple little
He came down
bits of
twice with the
trolling,
handiwork.
but
He's
like
tough.
no big Woobat. We need to hit
no
a
big
Swoobat
returns.
and like mill like 8. You know what I mean? Mill 10. Mill something crazy here.
Yeah, he's working up to it.
We are. We got the Zatu and the Curly on the board, which is a great start. You know, I'm sure that some of those are probably stuck with Peonia.
hmm Yeah, getting the Swoobat down here, very, very susceptible to just the gust. I mean, we know Lee's Guzman's in
Yeah,
the discard.
that's the real importance of Diancie in the list is you would love to be
Yeah,
promoting Diancie right now, so there's no chance for that Woobat to get milled until you evolve and attack.
Yeah.
for
Do you know if Evan has got any more mill supporters back in his deck? Seen B&B come out yet?
We've not seen
sure.
BMV.
BMW's in there. Yeah.
Rocket's handiwork, I believe, is in the discard pile.
Correct.
And I don't think Evan's playing the Mewtwo to like get the supporter back.
I don't think so, no. Or Spiritomb. Spiritomb was the card I was playing in my Psychic Mill. Just gets you 2 supporters back to hand, which is a really strong effect.
Especially with that Mimikyu for sure.
Oh, it pairs so well with Mimikyu. It's great. The other attack yep, we do see that that very important Diancie come down. Evan knows how important it is that he gets a really big Woobat next turn. So we're gonna just go into the Diancie, I think. Make sure we don't get cheesed by a boss's orders here. And spike draw forward just a little bit more, but I mean the prize cards are low. This is gonna be a 1 Swoobat game, almost certainly.
Well, I think what we could see here next turn, like the max he could do. So we've got energy with the Zatu, energy with Malamar, and attach for a turn, and then we could see
Double.
a Rhyhorn next turn. So and then
Yeah.
the
It
guard
could be
spell
potentially a mill 12.
Yeah, and it's good to be noted that we know Raihan's in the discard. I mean, he just played Raihan, so like he has that accessible to him. Reversal. Oh my goodness.
Oh, of course, reversal energy is also worth 3. It can't be doubled, but still 3 is better than 2.
Right.
Still gonna do some Metal Maker. Jesus Christ, are you gonna do it? He's gonna do it. Just doesn't want to get retreat locked at this point. I'm sure Lee is probably thinking, this chump can't just mill me out unless I lose a turn here.
Oh, the next drop. Holy
Oh,
crap.
now that's brutal. So, wow. So, I mean, that means that, Evan, I'm sure he's not going to want to blow his Woobat under Hex. If that Woobat's not getting doubled, there's no point. So, we're probably going to have to see Evan just spend one more turn setting up here and then try to go into Swoobat for the big finish next turn. But that's not what you want to see.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a very well-timed hex.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this is, I think, the biggest problem with Psychic Mill is when your only miller is the stage 1 Swoobat, you just kind of run out of steam. In Fire Mill, you can send a Scorch, and then you have Moltres to sort of tie you over a little bit. It's not great, but it's at least something you can do. Whereas Psychic, you're just kind of all in on this one guy, and if you don't get it going fast enough, you're going to bleed out.
Yeah. That's what I've always liked about Durant. That Durant is a low to the ground mill set, and it's just like your basic attacker is milling consistently for every single turn.
Oh
it's not gonna see like the big big turns like Gyarados can have, or a big turn like this might have, or Fire Mill. It's just gonna say, hey, we're gonna start milling and never stop.
Yeah. A lot of the fun decks that I learned how to play control against.
The RIP. I finally took that part. I don't have it built.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It used to be some of the funnest games watching you and Lee with Watermill versus Durant Mill. Just like the mill mirror.
The mill mirror is one of the funnest ways to play DLC.
Absolutely sickening.
I think one time we didn't flip a single heads with Gyarados. Like, the whole game is like, yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Check, please. All right, so what is Evan trying to do here? He's got a Sinlin, right? So
Yeah, the Peonia. And you can get back a supporter here.
you think, yeah, I was gonna say it's probably
Just get the Ryan, and then you can
Yeah,
end your turn with the
absolutely,
Ryan.
Raihan. Your only hope is getting the crazy nutso turn next turn, and that Raihan is going to be part of it. I mean, we're going to need to get every energy in this deck on this bad boy. Can we find any more energy here? Maybe Malamar? Yup, absolutely.
Oh, you know,
But he's
Straight
hatched
Shot-
right now, so he's preparing.
Yeah. You got to get every single one of them for next turn. You need Malamar on deck. You're going to need Gardevoir on deck. Of course, he's going to want to Curlia first next turn. And he's got Zatu on deck. Oh, can we attach something for turn? We got to attach the reversal here, I think. There's no way around it.
Evan's also not playing Lieutenant Surge's strategy, which is kind of crazy.
Oh my goodness. I guess he's saying that he's going to impersonate his way to victory, but I think that's crazy. You got to play Surge.
Yep. Does he have the energy?
I mean, he has a reversal in hand. I think that unless something weird happened and the reversal went away, I thought he had a reversal in hand that he should be attaching. I don't know.
I wonder if he values is the Mimikyu's attack for a colorless?
Yep. Yeah, he didn't attack with Mimic. Oh, okay. Yeah, he is thinking about attacking with Mimikyu instead. I think that's fair. I'll allow it. And we milled
The
2.
double head.
Absolutely crazy. That was a great Mimikyu.
That was great. Yeah.
Wow. All right, so that's awesome. That was definitely a good attach for turn then. Now let's see if it was enough. Evan's going to get 1 turn to mill with Swoobat unless Lee Hoffman can find a boss's orders or Guzma this Verse Seeker for Guzma this turn.
Yeah, he does have the Super Rod, so he could get back
Super Rod,
3
which is
things
great.
right now.
I mean, I think what I would be trying to do is, you know, it'd be risky. You could try going into Jirachi and hope for that Verse Seeker, but in my opinion, I think you just try to stuff your deck as fat as possible. And okay, doesn't want to get retreat locked here. I think you Super Rod if you've got 3 in the discard pile here, and then send it and hope that Woobat doesn't hit enough.
Yeah. He's gonna do it.
Yep.
Only got 2 targets though, right?
Is that it? No Pokemon?
He can put a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
You
hate that.
Yeah,
You
he's
gotta
got
put 3. There he is. Absolutely. All right, that's 3 cards going back into the deck. I mean, that looks like a pretty thick deck to me. I'll be impressed if he manages to mill all of that in one shot.
I don't know. I think it's pretty.
It's about 14. Right? It's about 14, 16 cards.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to see. We'll see an energy from Malamar, 100%. We do need a pivot though. Evan doesn't have any pivot tools on the board.
It does not.
We do know that we have the Raihan though, so as long as there's a pivot in the deck and he gets yeah, I think he should be fine to get it as big as he wants, but is it going to be big enough? All right. Start with refinement. See as much of that deck as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we got to find Gardevoir and Swoobat. And of course, you know, Raihan can get one of them, but Evan's going to have the other in hand.
He will. been building up a pretty big hand though over the last few
Yeah,
turns.
he absolutely has.
I don't think he has the.
I don't think he has it. Otherwise, I think we would have been seeing a much more confident pace of play here.
We're
You know,
looking
there
at the
is a
time.
world where you maybe just Raihan for an energy, try to draw him with Zatu as a last-ditch effort, because you're not going to win unless you get both of them here. Seven, studying his deck, and also asking how many cards he needs to hit off of Lee's deck.
That deck is thin too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be pretty upset if Evan doesn't have it. I feel like he's been drawing super hard.
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah, I
got
mean,
Zatu remaining.
so what does he take? Yeah, he does exactly what I thought. He took
Zatu.
the psychic off and Raihan and tries to Zatu and just hopes he hits both of them. We got reversal for turn.
Show me pivot. Show me Guardy.
Yeah, I'm assuming that at least one of those three cards, Pivot, Swoobat, and Gardevoir, are definitely not there. Oh, we lost your Spence. Okay, he's got these. He's got something. Mysterious treasure by the looks of things.
Yep.
That's Swoobat.
Sorry, I had to go stake the fire real quick.
Yeah, I know. I know you're a regular lumberjack.
We got the escape rope, so we do have.
Yeah, but it's looking like the whiff on the Gardevoir. That's so sad. You hate to see that. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basics. That would have been mill 13 if he had the Gardevoir, but as it stands, it's only going to be a mill 8. He did showing us he prized one psychic and he prized the counter energy as well. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. But alas, that is going to be it.
Y'all have me back.
Yep, you're back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So was the Gardevoir prize?
No, I don't think so. I think he just prized some energy and just maybe withdrawing the Gardevoir. He prized his counter energy for one, and another basic psychic.
Yeah.
So
Archie was away.
it's unfortunate, but
We did not see how many more cards were remaining.
no, I
Okay.
didn't get an exact number. I'm gonna guesstimate like 4 or 5. So I think if he had the Gardevoir, that might have actually been it. And I mean, you saw how close it was. That just came down to Lee thinning his deck too aggressively, I think.
Yeah.
That's my thinking on it anyway.
Someone's playing RDT with the Ethan Sudowoodo as their Christmas tree.
Absolutely sickening.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of looking through the list, seeing what everybody's playing right now. Looks like Lonnie lost to Mickey. Mickey playing his double hit grass deck, and Lonnie's playing Montessori. See.
Yeah, let's take a look, boys. Let's see this stuff here. So, what are some decks?
Mickey's double
We
hit
got
grass deck is crazy.
Count Sligo is just playing good old-fashioned crunch time. Nothing funny there. Oh, I spoke too soon. We've gotten our Caledon in the list. Now, is our Caledon a tree, guys? What do you guys think?
No way.
He's a bridge.
That's the br-
It's definitely something. Yeah, it looks like he's playing looks like he's playing Savior Machine with what the hell kind of Bronzong is this? Bench Barrier Bronzong. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, we got them on RDT.
That ain't right.
Dave on a Turbo Dark list.
Oh, I see it. Count is going for the red and green challenge. He's got red's challenge and green's exploration in his metal deck. That's hilarious.
pretty cool.
Yeah, Mickey's got some stuff. Mickey playing double hit item lock. Very fun.
Tapping on the decidueye grass build. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, nice. Let's see this deck. So we've got need to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it. We got Maractus. It's kind of a tree. And yeah, of course, Decidueye able to
Maractus is
snipe,
classified as a tree.
Decidueye able to do just 170 for one, which is a pretty strong effect.
Yeah,
I'm
they
very
got
interested to see the Cherrim in this list when it looks like there's almost no Pokemon that really need it. So I'm a little surprised to see Cherrim Eldegoss in this low energy build. I'm not 100% sure what that's about.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got about 6.5 minutes left.
We got
Is there
Logan, of
anyone you
course,
guys want to
playing.
jump in and watch?
Yeah, we could do that.
Looks
It's like Double Square and Venom, RDT and Turbo Dark. It's a cool little matchup.
Sure.
there's also a grass mirror on table 6 too.
Okay. The grass mirrors are unique. That's the Decidueye list, right?
Yeah.
You might have to do some adjusting there, SPO.
There we go.
Yeah, give me a moment. This is not gonna be pretty.
That's okay. We actually don't have to sit on this one if it's a
Yeah, this
trade
is
one.
ugly. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to mess with this. Let's go look at a different one.
That's fair. It's your table 7. Looks like it's closing up.
Yeah. So Double Square's got one prize left to Venom's 3.
Yep.
And look,
Again,
see
apologies
that,
if any of the cameras are reversed, but this is what we're dealing with.
you see the Hoopa active. You know, I found that I actually
Look at
wanted
that,
to
he's
Turbo
playing the Retreat Lock Hoopa, or the
and
Retreat
it
Lock
was
Yveltal. That's very cool.
that's one of the moments where Hoopa goes a really long way in the matchup. They kind of have
Mhm.
a very hard time dealing with it. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm willing to bet that that probably went a long way.
Absolutely.
And then we
So
do
I'm sorry,
see,
is Double Square is playing? This is a offensive dark deck?
yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see a Junk Hunt Sableye. I
I was
see
gonna say we
the
see Retreat Lock, we see Junkon. I mean, this definitely has
Manitar.
some Sableye inspiration in it, I'm sure.
Yeah, we actually we were messaging earlier this week. David was asking me about the Sable Pro. So I'm glad to see he's trying out the Junk Hunt Sableye.
Yep.
I think it's like the most underrated card in Dark for sure. The ability to get back resources is insane. And it just like allows for you to just win games, you know. I would probably argue that he could maybe step in right now to a junk hunt, depending on his resources, and guarantee the game next turn if there's no disruption.
Mm-hmm.
Good trade target, Battle VIP. We love to see that.
Love to see it. That in a dead Hisuian heavy ball. Are my favorite things to pitch away.
Oh yeah.
Now Venom is pretty like well positioned. Okay, very nice. So we do see the stretcher. I'm gonna pull up David's list to see if he's playing any form of like way to hit that number. Okay, yep,
And the
Spiritomb.
big thing is we just got to get this stupid Mars Shadow out the way, right?
Yep. See right here, it's dangerous unless if he has the gust. Like if he has the wind this turn,
Yeah.
RDT. You know, I know we don't know what resources are down, but RDT can easily kill a Sableye or kill a Spirit Tomb out of nowhere.
Yeah, that Tinglu is a menace. Yeah. definitely scary. I mean, there's a world where you leave Spiritomb at 2 damage sometimes and choose not to go higher just to make it less likely that you get sniped off the board. And we do see Raihan, his escape rope been used. If we have escape rope and hustle belt, that would do it. So, but agonizing over what to do here. What cards are in that very thin deck?
Yeah, that Zoroark is pretty dead in this match.
Yeah, which Zoroark is he using? Copycat?
Foul play, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not super huge on copycat in the format at the moment. It's definitely not a Zoroark I would want to be playing.
Yeah, because like you can't copy anything unless it has a damage buff. That's like what this is all boiling
The
down
only
to, right?
yeah, like the only things you can really copy are like Evo Press sometimes. And
Could he copy the revenge of Lucario?
yeah, he can copy
No,
the
and
Revenge.
you cannot copy the
It's a
revenge.
fighting Pokemon, correct.
Oh, that's right, because it's a fighting Pokemon that was knocked out. Yeah, true that. You could
The
maybe
main
copy
reason why
Marshadow in a freaky world, but
Mm. And then we get the disruption.
some
The
good
Iono.
Iono. And this, I mean, this Marshadow is going to be taking another yummy knockout.
What do y'all think about the idea that he did not junk hunt and he just sat there and did nothing?
I
That's
don't know what
crazy,
items
right?
were in his discard pile, but I would imagine there has to be something worth grabbing.
Something?
Something.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Confuse Ray doesn't work because Marshadow blocks effects, but... Oh, we're running out of time, man.
Yeah.
Gotta find that crazy Guzman. You just got Iono to 1. It's not good.
We're coming down to time.
Yeah, again, not knowing what's in his deck or in his discard pile, but I know a lot of people ask about what junk hunting is like when it's proper. And I would say here, if you had any form of supporter,
Mercy Seeker is great.
or
Escape Rope.
look, and he's just throwing in the
Reset
towel.
Stamp.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
that was
it.
time.
Like,
That was time. He was turn 0.
Yeah, that definitely looked like Fighting had that game for sure.
let's see what is in the disc. Well, yeah, I'm not sure there because it kind of looks like he might have had junk hunt options. So I'm not sure what I'm missing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just
But
didn't consider it.
yeah,
But yeah, that is time in our round 1, so we'll be getting started on round 2 in a few minutes as the players finish up their games.
cool. So Venom ended up taking that one. Is that correct in time?
I'll pull up
Because yeah,
I'll pull up the standings here and give that a refresh so we can see who's got wins. Looks like yeah, we do just have that one match between Double Square and Venom that may need to be reset if they've agreed to a victor.
yep. Looks like
All set.
All good?
Pride is playing Lightning Spread. So like a bunch of just like spice.
Yep.
Very very excited to see. Looks like they won this first round. Beating Gavin on water. Looks like Gavin went. I'm not gonna lie, boys. This looks like a massive, like a massive. What is that called? Bounty deck. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
all ice on this.
I think he's the only player that's actually going for the ice bounty, funnily enough. Our
Yeah.
other players are, yeah, I mean, Logan's, of course, on the Milo pump, his favorite.
Love that for him.
Have you see Count got the win in round one? He tells me that the Reds challenge actually mattered. So he says it got him Lily's Pokédoll and thinned his hand to get a better rev of room. So let's go Reds
SLD
challenge.
Lee
Everybody
Hoffman
loves
on
Reds
table
challenge.
3.
Yep. Fred's challenge is huge. It's like
Absolutely hilarious.
if you played computer search back in the day, like you understand. Like
Card's
I
broken.
think feel like I was the first one to try it in like box. Just
Yes.
being okay, like this is like another option to have like a double dragon search for an aggro thing.
Yeah. When you have anything that can refill your hand like Reggie Drago or in this case Rev of Room, the downside is not as bad a downside.
Sure. All right, so we're doing Lee and Logan.
Table 3.
Yeah, we can do Lee and Logan. That would be all right. I know that Logan was also saying that it could be nice to look at some of the bounty decks before they get drowned out. Also, since we just saw Lee on stream, that might be nice to mix it up.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to watch this match.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we got Milo Pump versus Metal. This will be I'm not gonna say
Yes,
closer
we do.
game, but this will be a really interesting game because I believe we're still playing like the standard 60, which is like more consistent than what a lot of other
Yeah,
variants.
he's got no nonsense. He's trying to win.
Yep, for sure.
Let me get the stream overlay all in order here.
Yep. Talking about this matchup while you're doing that, this matchup is, I think, pretty straightforward. So like Lee's Archaladon is going to be pretty dead in this matchup, but he does have the Zamazenta, which is going to be kind of the biggest threat to the Whalelord. And having the Berserker is going to allow him to be able to hit those numbers that he needs to hit. It looks like he is running Parallel City as well, so that's going to be a pain for having to discard that bench. Water traditionally likes to have a full bench, so we'll see if Lee can really punish Logan with that. And then also the Hex Maniac is going to play a pretty big factor in this matchup. And I'm curious if Lee is running Boss. Okay, so he is running Boss and Guzma. So that will be pretty helpful to kind of like mitigate the whale if the whale gets up there and he can't deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the flip side of that, if things go to plan for SLD, Sweet Logan Davis, we are going to see just barrage of Hex Maniacs, sweep in things, and not a whole lot is going to get powered up, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that this matchup is whale favored.
Oh,
How
yeah.
do y'all feel?
I completely agree. Zamazenta can break through Wailord, but it's definitely putting Logan in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Both play like a decent amount of hand disruption.
Now
water,
is Lee playing the muscle band? I didn't catch that.
let's look. He is playing man.
Okay, that's good. Frankly, I think every metal deck has to play muscle band because hitting that 240 number off the Zamazenta is going to be the best way to get through Wailord. Yeah. Otherwise, you're in for a world of hurt.
All right, so it looks like there was one mulligan, right?
Yep.
From
one mulligan. And Lee's going first, so I mean, if I'm Lee, what I'm trying to do here is I want to get that Iron Crown down and attach now and attack next turn because he cannot afford to give Logan a single extra turn to set up for free.
Yep.
1000%.
It looks like he has it too. We see the nest ball in hand.
That's great. So let's see if he
A
does choose the
lot of
Iron
it.
Crown over a support Pokemon here, which is what I would hope to see.
Um,
Line up
Oh,
Duraludon.
good.
Duraludon's also a great lead. It does, of course, accelerate energy to the board. And it evolves into
From the
this
discard or hand?
from the discard, importantly. So not always great. And I don't think that the Archaludon is going to be the best attacker in this matchup. It's
right.
really only blocking Wishy-Washy. So I'm not sure that I agree with this this choice. I think that the Duraludon would be one of the last Pokemon I would take personally. But
Yeah, I'm
we'll have to
curious
see what the rest of the hand has.
explanation is for this or how he navigates this. But we do see him going in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, in a world where if you're worried about Wishy-Washy doing quick counter pressure, maybe. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like powering up your basic attackers is the way to go. I'd rather see you either try to establish Metang or try to just manually power up Iron Crown.
Yeah, I think that's Lee's like main thought is like, okay, this is gonna be like my poker to get Wishy Washy out of there.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
but
yeah, it's a great way to deal with Wishy-Washy. 100%. You just poke it, you get extra value, and you have a chance to just say Wishy-Washy's gonzo.
yep. But I would still value getting the Iron Crown down first.
Yeah. And you know, if say Logan goes for Basculin here, you know, Lee could muscle band to take it out, but then you're losing your muscle band on Zamazenta, and that's a huge piece that you just would not want to give up.
Yep. So if you're Logan here, I think you are wanting to grab the Basculin, and you're probably wanting to get a whale. And depending what
Yep.
else is in this, will kind of tell what you can grab next. We could see a Stobble to go be able to fish out like teammates, or but again, I kind of feel
Yeah,
like
I mean,
in this
teammates isn't
matchup,
even probably going to happen. I don't think Lee's taking a KO next turn unless something weird happens.
well, he like you said, he could go the muscle band route.
He
As well.
could. It's definitely possible. I think as Logan, you would be giddy to see him make a play like that. So we do see the Basculin attack turn one. That's fantastic. It's the best thing you can be doing in water. Do
And
we
I
have
think
anything else to do, though? No supporter. Nope, no supporter, no more Pokemon search, just gathering the crew. Let's hope that he has an out to Drizzile or Octillery in the hand.
I did see some kind of Pokemon, so it might have been a Drizzile, if I guess.
That'd be great.
But if I'm Logan here, in that like there was no um, crown put in place, so I would feel really safe going wide here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And looks like Sobble and Snom. So just getting the whole crew. No attackers yet. Again, he has time. He's not going to get knocked out this upcoming turn unless we see like Boss on the Snom.
Yeah, next turn, like if he has the Drizzle, that is a gorgeous Arazu.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
Yes.
You Arazu and you just Basculin and you get Whalmer and Wishy-Washy and that's lights out.
There's the band.
There is the muscle band. I mean, it's great that he's getting the knockout, but at the same time, it just hurts to see the muscle band not go on the Zamazenta. That's really going to open him up to getting swept by Wailord down the line, I think.
yeah, he's gonna try to just accelerate to the zone here. You know,
Of course.
trying to put the other guys in threat. Also, the crown could have been prized. That is
Oh,
a whole
it's very
No,
possible.
it was in the deck.
What I would say is I think even if I just don't think you can commit the muscle band here. Maybe I'm being too narrow-minded on it, but I think that I would rather give up the KO and save the muscle band for the Zamazenta.
At the same time, though, like Lee has no response on, or not Lee, Logan has no response on board.
That's true.
Same time, he could just go get a Wishy-Washy and throw 3 energies on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he actually has a pretty there's a wishy-washy right around the corner
Yeah.
here.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I don't
Right.
know. I think this is overextending a little bit for Lee, and I think Logan is safe enough that he can allow this KO and still be okay. As long as the hand isn't like totally bricked out, which, could be.
Yep.
He held a few cards.
He did. And yeah, we do see the retreat, which is great. That gets the energy in the discard pile for Duraludon to accelerate. Probably onto the Zamazenta.
Yep.
That's exactly what we see. Or thinking
Oh,
about
it's
putting it
pressure.
on Arcaludon itself.
He thinks there's blood in the water.
This is greedy, boys. I don't know what to tell you.
That boy's 120 or 130.
130.
Mm. That's
Whatever it
okay.
is, I know that Duraludon can definitely get knocked out by a Wishy-Washy. So unless that son of a gun gets turned into an Arcaludon real fast, we're gonna have issues.
So we don't see. I think based off of how he just played his hand, or played his promotion, he does not have a pivot immediately. So I'm very curious to see how he routes this together.
Yep, it's possible that this turn we could just end up seeing Drizzile get sacrificed. Do a Frostmoth, that's awesome. We do have Evo Soda for Octillery, that's awesome too. Guys, you know how I feel about Evo Soda instead of Timer Ball. Think about how awesome a Timer Ball would have been in this situation.
I think you think it's 100% optimal.
It is 100% optimal because Evo Soda does not work with shady dealings.
Yep.
Jump in my bag of dice and roll 2 dice for Logan real quick.
The best
Just
part
for
about Timer
David's
Ball is,
sake.
of course, 75% of the time it works every single time.
Just got a heads in the tail, so that's good.
So what do we
Yeah.
got, Logan? Do we got a supporter? No. But
So
we
we
do
see,
got
And
one
that's
more
all.
ball.
and this can tell you, if he gets the wishy here,
If we can see
he could
Wishy
go for
Washy in
better.
an ice dance or two, that would be pretty feral.
There we go.
At the same time, if Lee evolves into Arcaludon next turn,
Oh my god,
that's
he
going to be
tried
a
to show
problem.
it.
So he does have the Evo Incense for Drizzile, absolutely sickening. So this is great. Will he draw with Octillery first, or will he choose to Drizzile maybe for like a Professor's Letter or something? I don't know.
I feel like here you can teammates for pivot and then
Yeah,
like
if he
these.
has an energy in hand, I would probably like to see Octillery first, and then teammates to get like you said, like something like Letter, or even you could get Letter, Capacious Bucket, and Manual Attach, and that's 3 on Wishy Washy, and go for there.
Wait, did he fail? He failed it,
Oh
right?
no.
No, he
No,
Evo
no,
Incense to
he
grab
got
the
something.
Drizzle.
He's just doing what I thought he would, which is
Okay.
you need
Yeah.
to
Okay. Then
Octillery
it happened.
first and then do your Drizzile
Yeah.
search. Yep.
Yep.
And I mean, this is great. At this point, you're right. He can teammates for Prof Letter and a pivot, and he's off to the races. This is phenomenal.
I call.
He did use a scoop
Yep.
up net already. Unfortunately, that would be probably the best pivot in this scenario, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
And I'm not gonna lie, I want to see him bench the whale this turn too, if he
If he can
can.
manage it, that would be fantastic. Yeah. I'm gonna suspect not. I think we're gonna probably see Professor's Letter and an air balloon, or Professor's Letter and third energy.
Yeah.
Letter and splash energy would be really funny.
Wow. The
Does the list play
placement of
capture
the
energy?
energy.
No, it does not.
Okay.
The placement of the energy onto the Duraludon is huge. I think that's going to come up to bite Lee big time.
Yeah, he was really banking on Logan not having the wishy-washy answer here and going for the Arcaludon next turn, and you know, he's now just going to lose his entire progress. He's back to square one.
You know how many cards he has in hand by any chance? Is it like a decent sized hand?
Yeah, I think
Lee's
so.
got about 4.
All right, so we
Wow.
see
I mean,
SL.
that was a masterful response from Logan. Couldn't have gone too much better than that.
This is his favorite deck to play. I mean,
Yeah.
the
I mean, he's an
Boo
absolute
Boo Boo
master of this
Games
archetype. We all
1K
know it.
champion.
Yep.
Boo Boo Hobby.
Yep.
And I mean, this is why Wishy-Washy is so important, right? You know, Pokemon like Lapras is not hitting those numbers. Veluza maybe hitting those numbers, but you know what Veluza doesn't have? 180 HP.
That's right.
180 is absolutely gross. I mean, even if he gets hit here and flips tails, he didn't lose a prize card. He didn't lose any energy. He just
No, I think
has a
this is the
smaller
board
board.
state where you wanna flip. Well, not you wanna, but if you do flip tails, it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah. Obviously, heads would be great. You don't want to lose the wishy-washy if you can avoid it, but all right, so what do we got? We got Buddy Poffin. That will let him find a couple more of his fellows. I think Bronzor is going to hit the field. Yep. And I think that might be the last one. Oh, no, of
Oh, we
course.
got Vroom.
Vroom. Yep. So the whole
The
team's
engine
here, whole
itself.
squad.
Yo, but okay, let's talk about this.
Where's the attackers?
Yeah, you've got one attacker on board, and let me tell you something. That's a Guzma away from calling it a day.
Yeah. That Iron Crown, I think, really just had to be a part of this game plan, and it just is not.
Yeah, it had to be prized, right? Like I feel like
It
I
must
feel
have
like
been.
you're 100% positive you saw it.
96.
Okay, a strong 96%.
96%. Yeah.
If you were 97% positive, I'd be fuming right now. But 96, there's room for doubt. Could be
There
that
is.
it's in the
The metal
prizes.
cards all look
All right, so we
similar,
do
but
see counter energy, which is not active, unfortunately. He's gonna have to wait till next turn. What's that guy that he just evolved down there?
Berserker.
Oh, your boy Berserker. Oh, I forgot he had Berserker. So that actually, I don't feel as bad about the muscle band play now. I retract my statement. You
None
can
of
still
mine.
Berserker and Zamazenta for 220.
But just the only problem is I think if you start playing the game how it should be from a Milo pump perspective, you're gonna be getting hexed every single turn, like mid to late
Yeah,
game,
for
and then
sure.
you're just gonna fall apart.
For sure, for sure. It's not good. Yeah, and the other thing that Hex is important for, right, is that Zamazenta right now has that metal shield ability. It's going to reduce the incoming damage by 30. With a
Yeah,
Hex, that's not going to be happening, and your boy Wishy-Washy will take a knockout on Zamazenta
And
easily.
again, it's not live right now because counter energy is a dead card. Well, not a dead card,
Facts.
but it's not a metal energy.
It's
yeah,
not a metal
So a
energy. He's going
Guzma
to have
here.
to bell them, or Matang here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah.
if we see Inteleon for like Hex later and Guzma now, that would be absolutely sickening.
Just a Marnie pass.
All right, so what do we got? Love to see Whalmer hit the board if we can.
Yeah.
We got 5 cards from Logan. I know that's right.
But yeah, I mean, Lee's board having 5 support and 1 attacker is that's a head scratcher for sure.
Man, like even like a Avery right here would be pretty painful. So we're
Oh,
gonna see a leak
absolutely.
probably come down.
That's hard to come back from because you don't want to give up your Berserker and you don't want to give up your Zamazenta. Um,
Yeah,
but then you're losing all your progress on your other important evolution lines.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like Berserker would be a weird. That's a hard decision to hold on to, right? Because it's like we
Like
already
you
talked about
have to hold on to it, but at the same time, it's the weakest link right now.
weird value.
Yep.
Um, yeah, but like if you're Lee, like you're just saying I'm on the back foot here and I'm gonna be able to knock you out if you knock me out, which is
That's the hope.
that's better than nothing. But like you definitely wanted to see something a little different. Okay,
Yeah,
so we see a vessel here. Um,
that's great. That's gonna thin the hand. We do wish that we had a Whalmer to put these energies on. That would be great.
I honestly think attacking with Inteleon would be pretty great here. because you
Sure.
could come up and you could like hit the the engine. I forget its name. The
The
engine,
Varun.
and then at some point, if you reoccur the Inteleon, then you can come up and finish. Um, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'll just look it up. With the Zamazenta, is basic energy that creates it?
Yes.
No.
No,
No,
metal.
metal energy.
Just
Okay. If this Pokemon has any energy attached to it, it takes 30 less. So the it still would negate a 20 snipe here.
It would.
But like if it
okay.
retreats
So any energy.
But it has to be a
Then-
metal energy, and the counter energy is not a metal energy.
wait, what are you talking about?
Am I wrong?
It just says any metal.
No, the ability says if it has an energy attached to it. I
Really?
just read it.
Okay.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
And you see him getting ready to attack with the Inteleon.
Yeah, we
He's
see
probably-
that Drizzile. We know what's going on here. So yeah, he really has his pick of what he wants. He could take out the Varoom. He could take out the Berserker if he's really worried about that. And there's the Avery.
called it.
Jesus, man.
Hey,
Yeah, you're cooked. That's not the supporter that Lee wanted to see. There goes your draw engine.
who does he value more, Bronzong or Bronzor? I mean, you know, I'm Beldum.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
both
Matang.
my
I mean, Matang can be an attacker later, which would be cool if he's playing Metagross, but yep, there he goes. Yeesh! Well, let's be positive here. Lee now has space to bet.
does,
Oh,
for
poor
sure.
guy, man. This is just
Yep.
unfortunate.
Has Logan did Logan draw up with October yet? I don't think so, right?
Um, I could be mistaken. I thought he did before the Avery, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, with the dive ball here. So like dive ball, you go and get the Inteleon, you grab the hex.
Well,
And you're just able to do like hex and superior energy retrieval. And then at this point you can come up and attack with the Inteleon and then repower up your Wishy-Washy, and then you just have like the Hex KO on the Zom the next turn.
Yep.
And then that would be pretty nasty. We could also start development.
yeah, I was gonna say
of-
we see the Brooklet Hill. I think he really wants to get the Whalmer down more than anything,
yeah.
which I think is very, very respectable. Of course, he does have that Feebas now in place, so you know we can
Right.
start doing Milotic shenanigans. We love that guy.
Yep.
Love it. And Milotic Perler is actually pretty sick. I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie.
100%. It's giving Logan a lot of aura in this matchup, I think.
It's out of control. Yeah, what a strong card. Easily, this deck is one of the most like controversial decks in format right now.
Yeah,
Like people don't understand the deck.
I
And,
think there's a lot of people that think it's like the top 3 decks in format. And there's a lot of people that also think that it's just bad Hydro Pump. Because it has just such a different play pattern to Hydro Pump. You know, you're really trying to get these turns with power supporters, disrupting while attacking, looping your
Yeah.
resources. You're playing precise, whereas Hydro Pump is playing big, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is like this one is very, very precise, and you have to be thinking ahead. You have to
Yep.
be like,
And there's
Oh,
escape rope. That's what we want. That's what we love to see. Now we could promote the Zamazenta here and eat a hit, but then he's not going to be taking a KO back either. So I think that Lee's doing the right thing here. He has to go down a prize card if he's going to revenge with Zamazenta. Oh,
I actually like attacking with the Inteleon here.
I was going to say I think that I would take the KO with Inteleon. If you can, I think that would make more sense to me.
Oh, he's got Devo in hand. Yeah, I would go here.
Yeah, I could definitely see Devoing the Inteleon. I think that would be a great play because that pretty much guarantees that
Mm.
you would get Wailord on
Well, he
rebound.
didn't do it.
No, he
I
didn't.
think he didn't do it. He
Okay.
was about to.
I
Well,
don't
he
know.
probably might have something else in his hand
Yeah.
that we're just not.
And of course, he did use a scoop up net already, so he could be cognizant of that, thinking that he may want to save Devo for Milotic.
Yeah. Dude, and Lee's board now just like went from like
I mean, this is
completely.
just completely decimated. That's the power of Avery, right? It's
Yep.
I feel like we've really seen a decline in Parallel City and Avery in the format, which has sort of shocked me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I built a deck today. I'm not gonna say what type it is, but I was building a type that I don't play, and I 100% put Parallel and Avery in the deck.
That's hilarious.
I said, if this type sucks, then I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have to
dude, I'll
average
tell you what,
out.
I was playing with Count literally just last night. I was playing a water deck, and that's what happened to me. He hit me with Avery, and then like 2 turns later, he hit me with another Avery, and it was just it was backbreaking. I lost 2 Pokemon both times, and I didn't have the recovery for it all.
Yep.
One of my favorite moments of myself in GLC was round 1 on stream of the Journey Together 3K when I Avery'd Benjamin Peacock and they left the Mr. Mime on the bench and I
Oh
went ahead
my
and
god,
dropped the Silent Lab.
dude,
It
that
was
shit was
wild.
so funny.
I was popping off like
Yeah.
watching. I
No,
was like,
100%. Avery and Parallel are pretty much the best way to punish bench barrier. You just force them to keep it and then troll them.
Hmm.
yeah, it's like literally a textbook of like how you punish bench barrier.
Yep.
Avery and Silent Lab. Like
I mean,
incredible.
even in standard, that's how it was. You know, you play Collapse Stadium, and they're like, "Ooh, got to keep the mana fee."
Hmm.
Love to see it.
All right, so we got an Iono for.
We do see Duraludon hit the field, thank God. Otherwise, this board would be just bleeding.
Oh, that Duraludon's not doing nothing right now.
Oh no, absolutely not. What he's got to pray for is that this Whalmer starts swinging as a Whalmer and not a Wailord, and our Caledon can block Whalmer.
Yeah, it's true.
So we
Because
do
like
have a
at that
knockout. We're gonna keep
point,
parity
like,
for now, but
I mean the good thing for Logan is that he can just up and just hit him for like 100 damage or like 90 damage,
yep,
and then
yeah, who
he's not
cares?
gonna get responded to.
Yeah, the odds of him having a response KO are extraordinarily low.
Yep.
So I think what Logan wants to do here is, obviously draw forward a little bit, try to get some of that energy out of the discard pile and onto Wailord, and find Wailord would be great. If you can attack with Wailord, killing the Zamazenta, I think that's pretty much lights out. That's the only thing I'd be worried about.
Yeah, for sure.
And we
Okay.
do
Yeah.
see the Nessa. I mean, that's fantastic. Um, yep, get back all 3 of those energy and the Wishy-Washy. What a great card. I mean, we were just talking about, of course, a lot of you, I'm sure, saw the new Tarragon supporter for fighting, which is, Nessa and fighting. My goodness, that effect is just so powerful. Every time I play Nessa, I'm like, man, if insert type here had this card.
Yeah. No, fighting is clearly Christmas came a little early for fighting today.
I mean, those are the 3 types right now: psychic, fighting, and water. And now all 3 of them have that effect. It should say something, I think, as to the quality of that effect.
Christmas came twice for fighting.
It really did. I'm
Twice appearance.
I'm just shocked
That's
that fighting's getting more stuff. I really thought that, Mega Evolution, that was the Mega Block set that gave fighting all the fighting cards, and that was going to be it for fighting for a while.
Then they
But
printed
nope,
Zygarde. Mega
dude, that's
Zygarde.
right. Zygarde's got that crazy ground typing, so we got to make him broken.
Got to.
I still have not
We'd
beaten
love to
Legends
see it.
EA, so I've been scrolling very quickly past the Mega Zygarde. I don't want to look at it too hard and see what he looks like. Try to preserve my last shred of dignity.
It's very.
We just see the hit for 90, and Jirachi has 70 HP,
Mm-hmm.
correct? Yeah. I mean, you probably just start pinging away at the Jirachi, if anything.
Yeah,
I actually don't know if the math matters too
I
much.
don't think the 20 will matter really anywhere he puts it, to be honest.
Well, okay. If you do hit the Jirachi for 20, then that sets up for a KO with a melodic. So you could
That's
be looking
silly.
at,
Uh,
hey, or
if you hit
I
our
have
Caledon for 20, or Duraludon at 20, maybe you hit it with Boss and Teleon next turn. I don't know.
Yep.
We can make up
Well,
stuff. And here comes our Caledon, big boy our Caledon. And considering that our Caledon does 140 damage, it's not gonna, with the Berserker in play, it's not gonna be a knockout. But it will prevent a wishy-washy attack later on, maybe. Could
yep.
be fun.
He's gonna have a hard time powering that thing up with no none of his
Yeah, no
Excel dots.
Bronzong. It's not good.
Is Raihan already accounted for from Lee?
Don't know.
Because that would be really nice. If not, he could always Raihan Salser.
Yep.
Man, still feeling the effects of that Avery from like 3 turns ago.
It's
Yeah.
brutal, man. It's like Logan took 3 knockouts for the price of 1.
The boss is huge here.
Yep. Gotta hit that boss. Definitely picking the right Pokemon. Frostmoth. Even though Logan's got a lot of energy already down on the field, the killing the Frostmoth is going to be what prevents Wailord from just completely taking over the last couple prizes.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
All right, so
It's
Lee
gotta
is
be
now
terrible.
ahead of the game again, which is very impressive. Does mean that counter energy is not going to get activated. Not like it needed to be.
Yeah, but that boss there is
It's a
definitely
good boss.
keeping him alarm.
Yep.
Nessa just being played too is a little bit of a added bonus, like added bit for that thing getting busted.
Yeah. I think ideally Logan would love to use First Seeker on Milotic to Nessa again.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really fantastic. He does
No
have Brook
energy's
Hill in
there
play
though.
as well, so if he had a rod or stretcher, the Brooklet Hill could also make that worthwhile. So we are going to play N, put Lee down to 3. He does, of course, have that Radiant Jirachi, but that's not very much.
Yeah, it's definitely not a lot. And that's after this thing goes down.
I mean, there's no response. Zamazenta will die now, and there's no follow up really at all.
Yeah, definitely in a little bit of a rough spot there. I mean, again, I can't stress enough how textbook shows like Avery and
Yep.
just bench disruption, right? Like that's like one of the I think core fundamentals of GLC right now that is like pretty overlooked. It's like just like limiting resources, right? Everybody talks about the hand, but like their bench is also a resource. Like
It
and
is.
so like I don't know.
I
Like
mean, GLC decks are often running Night Stretcher, Rescue Stretcher, Clara, maybe a 4th Pokemon Recovery. That's not actually a lot of Pokemon Recovery in most decks.
yep. Some
Decks are built to lose 5 Pokemon over the course of the game. Those are 5 prize cards that they can lose. They're not built to lose 7 Pokemon, 8 Pokemon over the course of the game. That's just too much.
mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
so
some decks are hit a lot harder by that than others.
mhm.
I mean, I think like maybe fighting can get away with
Iron
not.
Crown.
Could have been shuffled back off the end.
I don't know what to say. Well,
I don't think it was though, you guys. We've
I'm
been looking at a
crying.
whole different game here, I believe.
I think the early decision to go for Duraludon and not Iron Crown is really what broke it. Because it's such a hungry line. Whereas Iron Crown is just 2 energy, kill whatever, other than the big guys, of course.
I will say, classic like top deck, exactly what you need in the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
that,
Arvin's
like,
not too bad.
ask for, yeah, he could not ask for a better top deck than that.
Yeah,
It's like a really
the Metal
solid.
Saucer is going to be one way to get an attacker online. And remind me, I think Iron Crown has 130 HP.
Yes, it does.
So, you know, we can just retreat into Wishy Washy to pick it off here. Oh, I need to adjust my prize cards because Logan took one. We do also need to be mindful of the time. We do have 13 minutes left in the round. I think that they'll probably finish in time, but just something to watch out for here.
My limitless, it says 9.5, so I'm going to give them a heads up.
Okay. I started the timer once they were done their mulligans, which is probably why it's a little off.
Okay, no, that's fine. And what's yours say?
13 minutes on the dot.
Okay.
Yeah, so right here, if Logan just gets the energy to attack with the Wishy Washy, I think he's going to be in a very great spot.
Yep, that's all he needs.
You would
Because,
also-
I mean, you know, Metal has no way to finish off that Inteleon without using an entire regular attack.
Okay, so
Oh,
we
and we do see that Snom hit the board again. Obviously not the Frostmoth yet, but it's not good. I think
did
Lee's
you
going
put
to be...
all 3 of those water energies on the Wishy Washy?
I thought that there was 3, but it's looking like only 2, because here comes a third. Now, of course, the Snom could be a liability. You know, that's something that Lee could kill for only 1 energy with the Arcalodon or Duraludon or maybe some other pre-evolutions that we don't know about. It is only 50 HP and weak to metal. Of course, there's also the Feebas is only 30 HP, so maybe you can squeak it out there.
Irida is going to be pretty big.
Oh yeah, Irida is huge. As long as Wailord isn't prized, that's going to be Wailord plus, you know, some other Pokemon recovery potentially.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I could even see him just grabbing. Yep, exactly.
Oh sure, Milotic. Sure. Yeah.
That would just give him like some legs to do whatever he really wants.
Yeah,
He could
absolutely.
get Vanessa back. He could get
I think that's a great choice.
search like for the Wailord.
Yeah. Of course, Logan's going to be eyeing up his discard pile, thinking, what is he planning to Milotic for? Probably next turn, but potentially this turn as well. Think he probably...
Marty and Iono are both gone from Lee.
Yeah, that's great to know. And is taking the Devo Spray as well to get another use out of Milotic, which is great.
All right, so what is he going to grab this turn?
Let's see. A lot of options. It could be Night Stretcher for that Frostmoth. Obviously not going to be a supporter. He's already played a supporter this turn.
Yeah, X would have been devastating here.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, also your mic's off if you can hear me.
Whoops, sorry about that.
And yeah, it is the Night Stretcher looking like. That is going to give him the leeway to take back Frostmoth down the line, or an energy possibly, if need be. Doesn't need to play that Night Stretcher quite yet.
He does not need to retreat that.
He does not need to discard the energy as an air balloon, if you can remind him. Unless they catch it.
Hey, Logan, you do not need to discard that energy because of the tool.
Beautiful.
I heard that.
All right, so I mean that's a knockout, and he's looking pretty anemic here. He's gonna really struggle, I think, to get over the finish line here. If he only needed 1 or 2 more prizes, maybe a boss's orders could get him there. But as it stands, it looks like he's gonna need to mount a proper counteroffensive here.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
Super Rod. Oh.
Man, like the only other thing I could imagine, it just like it wouldn't even work then because I was gonna say like some kind of like gust stalling while you race out the board.
No, dude, he's
But
got my Lodic. That's not happening.
I don't know, Gus Whale. I don't think Floatstone's going. Is Guzma going? No, Escape Rope's gone. Yeah, he
Escape
got
rope's
it.
gone, yeah.
Melodic's broken.
You can also my Lodic for scoop up net. That's also not gone. That's also been
Yep.
used, I should say. Yeah, no, Milotic is absolutely ridiculous. It's the only Pokemon in the format that does what it does, and it is a ridiculous effect.
Am I hearing you clearly that you, with Melodic, cannot be gusted in these kind of situations?
Yep,
Yes, this is true.
This
100%.
is why.
Unless Lee gets
Because
the
that's the fun of it, right?
hand
Lee
disruption.
needs to have hand disruption, or Lee needs to have boss. He can't do both. Unless he's got reset stamp. I hope he's got reset stamp.
He's a
Oh.
blazer. He's got to play recess stamp.
If
No,
you're not
dude.
playing reset stamp, you're in 2024, unfortunately.
Look, we are Team Reset Stamp.
100%.
I do think at this point, every one of my decks except Eggmill has reset.
Yep.
I think that's right. I'm trying to think of one that doesn't.
Quick balling the U-turn board.
There's a lot of cards that a lot of your decks have. 100%. Pokestop comes to mind. I feel like at least 75% of your decks have Pokestop in it.
I'm in my Pokestop era for sure.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I'm 100% with you. That card is actually the most ridiculous effect they've ever put on a stadium.
Yeah.
Other
It's-
than like
it's-
Forest of Vitality.
Yeah. Which I would argue that they could probably be played in the same deck.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not item locking yourself, I think that Pokestop and Forest are great. I mean, I've played Turbo Wochian and they both work fantastic in that archetype.
Yep. And I'm still working on a Pokestop Eggmill. And
I love it.
one day
It's
I'll present it
sickening,
one-
but
But yeah, Pokestop just being able to like dig more to be able to get you like extra cards a turn,
Yep.
essentially. Then also just like deck thinning aspect. But this format has so many broken things that it can do once you get to the bottom of your deck. It's just like
yes.
we're just now starting to like scratch the surface. So
Well, that's
I think
exactly
that-
it. I mean, some types have cards like Gallade and Teleon that get you the cards you need, but most types don't. And the best way to get the card you need is to see every single card in your deck.
It's so true.
Yep. And then also like it feels like aggressive decks too in general. Like you have like this headspace where you used to be able to just be aggressive and run over people, but now the meta seems like they're able to like catch up with counter pressure a little bit heavier.
Yep.
And like having cards like Pokestop, like that's why I played in Turbo Dark, is like it lets you be able to thin your deck enough to where it's gonna happen inevitably whenever they hit you with some kind of hand disruption. You've already like threaded through like most of your deck,
Yeah.
and then you only have like a select few of cards that they can catch you on.
Yep. You
And
want to
so,
have
like-
checkmate. You don't.
Yeah.
You just need to have enough resources to get you over the finish line and nothing more.
I'm not gonna lie, we're seeing fail. This ain't looking good. We got
No,
a
this is absolutely sickening. So we do see Wishy Washy's gonna finish off that Arcalodon. I mean, it's pretty over, unfortunately.
got Field Blower, Lilies.
What's the deal? We got ball. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it 3 balls?
There's ball
Seen
something
Ultra Ball,
else.
Hisuian Heavy, and I didn't see the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was Laval and Ultra, right?
Yeah, some other something.
So that's like y'all know how like old people say instead of they say battery, like they say battery.
Yeah,
Y'all ever heard
battery.
Yeah, it's like ultra bow.
One of my buddies always says Hisuian heavy ball, and that always makes me mad.
One of my buddies always says "la ball ball."
La ball ball.
I like also calling it Hysoon. Like,
Hysuian? Oh my god.
well, go
Absolutely
ahead.
feral. And that's going to be a wrap, guys. So Logan takes it, going 2-0 in his first ever Turboblaze trial.
Yep. There was no whale attacked with at all that game. I think that's like a pretty cool like showcasing of like
You don't
wishy-washy,
need it.
right? Yep. Just low to the ground. You need to hit 130 so often in this format.
Oh my god, every single, I shouldn't say every single, the vast majority of your good basic attackers are 130 HP. That is the number. 100%.
Yep. Well, because like if you're playing against like a chump like Spence Baton, like he's gonna come at you, he's gonna say, "Oh, I got this Drago, bro. I'm gonna try to hit you with this 160," and then you can be like, "Yo, that's fine." And then if you want to sign legit, like I'm trying to learn it, and then just say wishy washy, go for it. You
Yep,
know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
For the day.
All right,
Cool.
Spence, get this round wrapped up for us. See if you can
Yeah,
catch any of the
Logan just
stragglers.
posted in. Logan just posted in the thing. Trying to take
I
a little
love it.
2-minute break. So
Yep.
give him a second. We'll go look at what
Let's take a
who's
look at
winning.
these standings here. I'm going to pull up
Mhm.
Limitless in a sec and give this a refresh.
Yo,
So
Captain.
Cap'n took down Mickey.
Wow. And we do,
Right,
yeah, we see Cap'n is 2-0. Logan, of course, we just saw is 2-0. Do you see Count as 2-0 with his Krampus Control Berserker Metal?
Yep.
That's
Hey, real talk
hilarious.
from the grass perspective is like item lock is one of the weakest like it can be against grass just
It
because
is.
of throttle. We love throttle.
Yeah, Grass is such an ability-based engine. It can really play the game with a supporter and a dream.
Yes.
I'm taking a look at Chicken Fried's lightning list. He is also 2-0. We do see that, yeah, Item Lock Luxio, a fan favorite of yours, I know. He is playing Call Signal Magneton as well as Energy Thunder Electrode, so looking like his take on Electric Spread is go behind on prizes, blow yourself up, hit that hilarious Surge Ace Trainer. It's a hilarious combo. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yep.
He has the Delinquent as well. He has 0-6 Delinquent, so he's looking to hand rip while hitting the Electivire. I think this is absolutely hilarious. He's got Luxray. He's going all in on this cheese. I'm here for it.
Yep.
And let's take a look. Wow, look at this energy count. I think I have it on the stream here, but he is playing very, very few energy. He's playing counter, reversal, 1 basic lightning, 2 special lightning, capture, and electrode is his energy lineup. Very,
Yep.
very funny stuff.
Look, the energy cuts are
Counter
brutal.
game.
Whenever you're trying to, I think, do more with the deck,
Yep.
I always consider cutting energy. To be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
It's like
hard balance. You don't want to, depending on what the deck is, sometimes you can't afford to go low on energy, but I mean, it looks like he's going for a very precise line where he really has just a couple Pokemon that he's really trying to lean into. And if you only have a few Pokemon, you don't need much energy to power them all up.
yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
talk about this Xurkitree. 100 damage if you have exactly 3 prize cards remaining. Your opponent's active is paralyzed. Never seen this in my life. That's hilarious.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy's a Christmas tree. Kind of looks like lights.
that's true.
Do you guys think Xurkitree is a Christmas tree? He's got tree in the name. He's got like wires.
I'm gonna prove it. I have seen some Christmas trees that are just straight up wire frames.
I mean, I would have to argue that Electrode and Magneton are also balls, no?
I think so. I mean Chucky might try to kill me for saying this, but I think that counts.
And we do see red card and green's exploration. I mean, this guy's legendary. He's hitting all the numbers.
Yeah. So we got the parents for the next round up.
I love it. Let's see what we've got here.
Count
Yeah.
versus Chicken Fried, and Cap'n versus SLD.
I love this. This is awesome.
What do y'all want to see? Last time.
Personally, I would love to see Count versus Chicken Fried. I think those are both two hilarious decks with a lot of bounties in them.
Let's
I
do it.
think that would be a good time.
It's on you. Does that work?
That works for me.
Let's do
We'll
it.
catch Logan again in the finals when he wins it all.
Oh, 100%. I have no doubt that we're going to be seeing Logan Davis in a minute or two. All right, let's get
Actually,
our players on the
about 45.
cam here. Looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of rotating here, but that's okay.
You know, Chicken Fried with the Magic Mat. Love it.
You love to see it.
Shout out to all our Magic players out there.
Yeah, everybody enjoys a little magic.
I appreciate every Magic player that's willing to put it to the side to play the ultimate format of Gym Leader Challenge.
True. I would be lying to you if I told you I ever played a single game of Magic.
I've played a couple
me,
games of
brother.
Magic, and I'm not a fan, I have to admit.
Yeah.
I
That
feel like you've played every card game, SPO. Let's give him the rundown.
Dude, I've not played many card games. I've played a lot of Pokemon, I play a lot of Star Wars. That's about it. I've touched Magic and haven't played nothing else.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
I'm capping.
No, it's all good. I have opinions about all the card games, let me tell you. I haven't touched
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh with a 37-foot pole, but boy do I hate Yu-Gi-Oh. And I think
I've heard
anybody
that
who's ever
consensus
even
from
heard the
quite a few
name
people.
Yu-Gi-Oh or met a Yu-Gi-Oh player knows what I'm talking about.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Catch
If Krakoon or if Ernest never disliked Yu-Gi-Oh, then we would never have him as part of the community.
Now I gotta shout out Count Sligo's sleeves here. That is a drawing of him with our Caledon that he made himself in paint.net, which is pretty sick.
It's so
He gave
sick.
himself the Dryden beard, or Drayden, that's the dragon type gym leader. So he's styled out.
One more time, Ghoulies.
You know if he went through Dragon Shield Customs to do that?
Yeah. I got him those as his birthday present.
This is what my wife got me for Christmas last year.
Oh, the
Sorry,
green screen's screwing with it.
Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's sick. My boy Vileplume?
Yeah, Vileplume, Gloom, Otis.
That's
So,
awesome.
Odish.
Yeah, we tried to go through what's that thing? Inked something or other. Something inked. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
And they were actually the worst. The order took like 2.5, 3 months before they were finally like, yeah, we're just not gonna make them.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
did
huh.
try to order playmat through them, and it was the same thing, except they just didn't respond to me.
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
were
hey,
super slow to respond. I had to like bug them for them to eventually just be like, nah, we're just not gonna do it. Like, all right, dude.
Yeah, it was also a 3-month time.
Yep. So let me get these layouts going here. We do have.
We got that turn 1 Hisuian heavy ball. And Count, we know, a great student of the game. He's over there taking some notes.
Oh, he's never going to be found without a pen and a notepad.
Mm-hmm. I respect the heck out of that from him.
And then we've got
The Duraludon off the Hisuian heavy ball.
All right, so looking at Count's list, you said this is the control variant, right?
Yeah, so this is Krampus control, so it is loosely based on his Savior Machine deck, but with a lot of changes to accommodate our bounties tonight. So no Melmetal, and we've got Bronzong Bench Barrier, which I just think is inspired, frankly. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, let's go.
I sent Count metal list this morning that I was like cooking up.
Yeah, he was complaining to me about that. I'm not sure what you put in that list that he didn't like, but there was something.
There was a lot that he did not like in that list. He was ripping me to shreds.
Oh, I
And
bet.
I was like, Count, listen, you just don't know yet. It's fine. And no, he challenged me on a lot of stuff, which was fun. Lots of good suggestions. if anybody knows how I like to view the game, I like to see it for my own self, and like to understand that what works and what doesn't work. And
Mhm.
if I think something's strong enough in theory, I will believe that nobody has like played it right. Like up
Mhm.
into the, you know, I've seen some success with that, and then I've also wasted a lot of time with that. So
Yeah.
we'll be back to you
I
on.
mean, for every toad lock, there are 3 sable locks. Is all I'll say. You usually hit it. You usually hit it.
Look, I appreciate that, but I believe in the Code Lock 2026. That's all I'm gonna say.
Once they print like a couple more troller cards, I'll let it slide.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Who does not love a good
I think,
ability lock
you know what?
attack?
We've got item lock on basics. We've got supporter lock on basics. I think we need an ability lock attack on a basic. I don't think we've had
I actually feel like that would be way too strong. Like,
that.
Agreed.
Dude, I don't know. We've got Wobbuffet, and that shit feels obnoxious.
yeah, Wildcat can go frig off for sure. It's too good. All right, so we got
I mean,
Count.
this is, I think, the maybe the best turn 1 imaginable for Count Sligo. He's got
I
the
agree.
Jirachi in the active and literally like his whole deck on the bench.
What if we see the item lock turn one? I would love that, and I'd be like, I
We
told you,
could see
FTO.
that. I don't know how item heavy Count's deck is. I would imagine that he's probably would be annoyed by it, but I don't think it would be backbreaking, especially when he's got Jirachi in the active.
Yeah.
What I think will be obnoxious is if Chicken Fried can get a turn 2 Magneton hand rip, we could be in trouble.
If the listeners don't
Oh
know,
my
like,
god, there's Shanks. Oh my god.
there is a constant argument between SBO and I about this Luxray or this Luxio, and
Now
I'm always
listen.
trying to how good it is, and he's just
See,
never
I
trying
don't
to hear
I
it.
don't think item lock is that good in GLC. I don't think it's that strong of an effect. It can be annoying if you get it turn 1 with your Budu or your God forbid Frillish, but on a stage 1, sometimes you can get it turn 1, but I don't believe in it. I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Now
Oh
we
my
do see
god.
the evolution incense, so I mean, dude, this is happening. And the nest ball. This is happening, dudes.
I would laugh so hard too. I mean, at this point, it wouldn't matter too much if he, because of Count's hand size. But if he would have got the red card too, turn one, like fuck the
So I mean, I
item lock.
think what we want to see here is the item lock turn 1, because that damage math means that turn 2, if he can get Magneton and Hand Rip, he will actually be able to kill with the Electivire spread and kill the Jirachi. So I mean, I think that's the god turn that I would love to see, is if we can get Magnemite on the board here, along with that Electabuzz, that would be crazy.
It looks like Big Pride doesn't have that many cards in hand, though. So the pivot question mark. Where are we at?
Yeah, we do need to see a pivot. We got the Luxio, we got the funny business.
I feel like they wouldn't go for it as much.
I don't think you would go for it unless you had the pivot, no.
Okay, we have Guzma. There was no Guzma, and there is the. Oh my God, there is.
Oh,
U-turn
Guzma
and
is great. That's great. Get that guy out of the active.
I like hitting the Archaladon. Huh?
Yeah, I agree.
I think the one thing that he's probably well, the problem with the Archaludon is that Duraludon's first attack is pretty solid. And I also think that he probably wants to get this Bronzor off the field as fast as possible, since it does evolve into Bench Barrier Bronzong.
I'm pretty positive that the Luxio resists metal.
That would be very funny if real.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But I think my point stands, because if Count evolves Bronzong without a pivot, that's bad news. So I think Chicken Fried wants to get Count in a position where he is less likely to evolve into Bronzong, and also gets damage on that Bronzong, because that's the problem child.
Yep.
Can we just check
That
how
is
much
fair.
how much HP Bronzong has? Is it 120?
What's the one that it's? Well, I'm getting there. Sorry, it's gonna take me a sec.
You're good. I'm pulling it up.
'Cause he said-
Bronzong is 100.
Just 100. All right. Never mind. So that's 2
What?
Electivire spreads to break it. And we do just see the attach pass. Now, disconnect item lock does 30 damage. Is that correct?
Yep.
So one more disconnect, and he's only going to need a single Electivire to kill the Bronzong, which is really fantastic. I would wonder if maybe Count should have retreated just to save the Bronzong, but
So we definitely see more setup coming in, which is
yeah, this is great. And we do see that Electrode, which can self-knock itself out and become 2 Rainbow Energy, which is a really strong effect. Especially Count playing a control deck, giving up prize cards is actually something you probably want to do, believe it or not. Yeah, so we are going to retreat. You have to retreat here. You can't allow that Bronzor to take another hit of damage, because you need to be able to evolve into Bronzong and be able to survive a Hex turn.
dude, and you know Count's hot about the item lock turn 1. I'm just gonna say it.
Now,
Yeah.
what I'm surprised about is that we are not retreating into the Jirachi. This is shocking to me, unless he has some other dastardly plan.
I think he's gonna try to hand rip.
Oh, of course. He can use
Yeah.
the roar, evolutionary roar, to search out the Berserker, even under the effect of item lock, which is great. But did he not attach to Bronzor this turn?
I think he might have.
So maybe he's just trying to prep it for next turn, I suppose. We could see a world where he potentially blows up Electrode and puts it onto Lux Ray. If we evolve into Lux Ray, that's going to do 180 damage and put on a good amount of pressure. But I don't mind maintaining item lock either.
Yeah, I think right here he doesn't have any reason to break the item lock.
Unless he's
What-
spreading. If he can attack with Electivire this turn, I think I would definitely break the item lock for that.
Wait, didn't he already
Wait, what
attack this?
happened? Didn't he already place? Didn't he already attach for turn? Am I stupid? Can you double check, Spence? Thank you.
Unless if there was just a pass and there wasn't any thing done on Count's side, that also could have happened.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so that was last turn. He attached to the
Okay.
Oh, so
Bronzor.
we did see 2 turns of item lock. I must have just gone so fast I didn't see it. Wow. All right. So it looks like we are going to roll some dice here. Remember, every 3 dice, every single heads means 1 trainer card out of Chicken's Fried's hand.
It's an item card, right? Or the
Trainer cards. We lose the special charge. He does have Zubstrike in hand, though. That's going to be fantastic.
It's very, very
I mean, I think Count's loving this position, to be honest.
for sure.
As long as Electivire doesn't hit the board, he's doing great, because the Metal Goggles is going to prevent the 30 damage from Luxio, and at this point, he's in the driver's seat and doesn't really care about item lock, other than he wants to get Bronzong in play. Do you see Magnum Might? That's going to be a great card in this matchup. Again, I don't think Chicken Fried cares too much about losing prize cards to a control deck. And potentially getting a hand rip out of it could be really nasty. Or Hex Maniac when needed.
1000%.
yeah, it's definitely a weird spot because like if you come up with the spread, I don't know if Count has that many cards to like stop it.
Exactly. You know, Count's sort of on the back foot here. He doesn't have energy going on this Archaludon to potentially take a revenge knockout. And would lose quite a lot of board state. And yeah, I think we're going to see that. right now, that's going to be really devastating. And he's going to have a hard time establishing Bronzong's bench barrier here.
Little ace trainer
You see Ace
action.
Trainer, that's very funny. So count will go down from 4 to 3. Chicken Fried, of course, gets a new 6.
Ace trainer's such a funny card.
Ah, dude, it's hilarious.
Shout out our boy Kyle from GG. The biggest ace trainer fan there is.
I had it in my first drafts of Magnazone Control just because I got
Yeah.
one from like Philadelphia Regionals like 2012 or some crap. But didn't end up making maybe 2013. Didn't end up making the final cut. Just a little too inconsistent compared to 06.
All right, so we have a ball here.
Iona.
So we are the Electivire, potentially, unless of its prize, which there was a yellow Pokemon in there.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's Ultra Ball.
Timer ball.
We got it.
is that Lux
Oh
Ray?
boy. Yeah, this is going to be really difficult. Count's only going to give up one prize to the spread as well, so there's no chance of seeing a Reversal Energy Arcaludon come into play. I think his Selectivire is pretty much going to go uncontested. Now, I think Count does play Faba, if I'm not mistaken. So there could be a world where Count is able to Faba the Electrode and set the Electivire back, since they'll be on even prizes again.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So I think Count pretty much has to find the Faba on the Electrode here and hope that Chicken Fried can't respond with a Magneton blow up into special energy of his own.
With the counter catcher is pretty gross too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
insane.
no, that's just
What an
putting
insane
one
turn.
more. But I don't think that I wanted to counter catcher the Arcaludon though, because that's the Pokemon that Count probably wants to have in the active spot, to be honest with you, other than Berserker itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no. I think never mind. I agree with that. I think Berserker probably wants to be in the active spot more.
Yeah, everything else just has the one retreat.
Yeah.
Minus
No,
the
this is
Dialga
fine.
getting back wings either.
Yeah, you don't want to give him Dialga. See, Trainer's Mail. Do we get lucky?
And then which Duraludon is he playing? The free retreat one, or?
Yeah.
It is important to know that the Electivire does not have the resistance either.
No, no. So one Arcaludon swing with Reversal Energy would be able to take the knockout. But Count has to go behind on prizes for that to happen, which means he's going to lose Jirachi and Varoom, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a really interesting game. You know, Chicken Fried's playing an interesting game against Control here where he's giving up prizes to sort of prevent Count from doing his normal Control shenanigans. Because Control loves to go behind on prizes. That's what it wants to do.
Oh, the pivot?
We do see the pivot. This is great. Does Jirachi hit that blessed Faba? Or are we going to be sat crying? So we do see Ultra Ball. Probably going to get our Arcaludon. That's something. But then that hand is looking real small, and he's about to lose his draw engine.
Maybe even
He could get
evolve
Revavroom, potentially. If he has the energy. Or even just to keep Revavroom from death.
Yeah, I want to see a Revavroom.
Now, does
into
count
Oh.
Plumeria? That'll do it. Wow. Can he afford to keep the Ultra Ball? I suspected not. Yeah. And we are going to discard the Electra. That's fantastic. That's exactly what he needed.
I love that for Count.
And we're going to flip to see if Count stays awake and pass it off to Chicken Fried. I believe, is Count playing the Crystal Cave?
Let me see.
Because that's also
pulling it up
could
now.
be a key card in this matchup, of course.
He is playing the Crystal Caves.
Yeah. So Count has a lot of tricks against Chicken Fried's tricks, which is very interesting. So, Chicken Fried, he's got to blow up that Magneton here to go behind on prizes again and find a counter or reversal energy. So do a quick deck check. See if he has a Guzman Hala or something like that in there. And then I suspect that's what we'll be seeing. Yeah, but Count with only one card in hand. He probably wasn't happy to see that Magneton.
Yeah, he can grab the delinquent and then like completely wipe his hand from here.
Yeah, I mean, even without the delinquent, but yeah, I think that would be the ideal line is Magneton for Surge, Goose Hala, delinquent, 100%. We do see Ethan's Pichu hit the field.
What does that little guy do?
For no energy, he does 30 damage, draw a card, and has free retreat.
I love that.
It's beautiful, frankly. It's a good Pokemon.
Okay. KOs Badoos, draws cards.
It's great.
So,
Sounds like a counter to Chris Hill.
Sure
Ah.
does.
don't do it. Don't
Put
play
your
Pidgey.
Pidgeotto in the discard pile.
Pidgeotto is gonna get smoked by that thing.
100%. So we do, of course, have that sprint as well. Now, Count, of course, does have a mill win condition here, so Chicken does have to be careful with how many times he clicks the sprint button, of course. And we do see the tag call giving Count one more prize card here. Much to his chagrin. That's Lucamine, Goose-Hala, and Surge.
Surge.
So maybe he doesn't have the delinquent in the deck. Or maybe just wants to play it a little safer here. Love this. So what are we taking? Guzma for later. I love that.
Okay.
Green's
Guzma
Exploration.
and
Not
Green.
sure about that one.
I was just gonna discard all.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
discard
sure.
it.
Just discard it. That's fine. That seems great. Absolutely. Yep. That's the way to do it.
Counter game.
There's the counter energy, which will get him one turn of Electivire. He's going to have to find another energy next turn, because, of course, counter energy will be turned off.
But it's still live with that colorless cost and Electivire's.
It is. Now,
Pretty
he
cool.
has used his speed energy already, so he's going to have to find the single copy of basic lightning energy he has in his deck. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. I think I'm mistaken, because is Electivire lightning colorless or lightning colorless?
No, it's lightning colorless.
Okay, so then he will have to find that single copy of basic lightning energy. And we do see the Lux Cape. Yeesh! Just making it that much more difficult for Count to take the revenge knockout here. That's just unfortunate.
So he drops down.
Alright, so he's going to go down to 3 prize cards remaining. Loses the Jirachi and the Varoom.
Then everything or the other two should get knocked out next turn.
Yeah, he's going to have to find some evolutions. He's going to have to find Crystal Cave, or he's going to have to find Faba. Something's going to have to happen here. A skateboard, just getting it out of the way and trying to lilies for as much as possible. So no Faba this turn. We're going to have to hope and pray for a Crystal Cave. The Metal Goggle's definitely putting in a lot of work here, though.
He wants to draw all 6 valuable cards.
Yep. Yeah, I think the ideal scenario for Count is, of course, to find Reversal Energy, Field Blower, and Arcalodon. That would be the best turn. But there are definitely second best turns here, right? He can go into Berserker this turn, and since he has the Metal Goggles on, this Electivire can kill everything, but it's not going to be killing the Berserker. So if Count can hit enough energy, it's possible that Berserker could actually solo this game, potentially. Obviously, we have to watch out for Luxray, which does 180 for 3, but Chicken Fried has committed a lot of his very few energy, and he's lost his special charge.
So true.
And I suspect the Count will be aware of that.
Here.
Chicken Fried's deck also probably pretty thin at this point. We've seen 2 or 3 sprints. We've seen a lot of deck searching.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously the board state looks pretty dominant for Chicken Fried, but I think just on accounting of resources, it's not as favored for him as you would expect. Wow, great scoop up net, healing 100 damage from Dialga. That's great as well. We are probably going to see him go for... Okay, actually
Ooh.
going for the Berserker, trying to hit the hand. I was going to say it was probably going to either be that or Dialga for Plumeria to focus on the energy, but let's see. Okay. So definitely going to get that Guzma out of there. For sure, that's a huge threat. I don't know how many more cards he gets to hit. Maybe the... He can't hit the basic lightning energy, unfortunately. The Super Rod's great, though. So, all right, this is huge because he's now down his Super Rod and his Special Charge, and if Count can hit that basic lightning or the flash energy on the Electivire, that Electivire is not attacking for the rest of the game. I think that Count is honestly in a really good spot here. He just has to find a way to get into his Faba or that Plumeria again.
Yeah. We have not seen Field Blower yet from Chicken Fried.
No, I don't think so. That's going to be a huge card for Chicken Fried to find here. That Metal Goggles has been buying Count so much time. Especially if he can combine it with the Crystal Cave, that Berserker will become immortal, essentially.
Yep.
So you do see Cynthia and Caitlyn from Chicken Fried that will allow him to get Guzma potentially one more time, or Lusamine to play it safe. But of course, Berserker can just keep getting rid of him. So it looks like we are going to get rid of Colress's Tenacity. Do we see him take Lusamine back? I think that's the safest play, but counts to go. He just needs one heads to get rid of that nonsense, and the deck gets ever thinner.
Yeah, it's so scary to play that card.
Yeah, I think this is pretty rough. It's just a testament, I think, to how strong Berserker is. You know, that's a card that very few types have access to. You have Memory Melt, Slowking, and Water. But there's nothing else that's really comparable to it. It's definitely something that makes Metal Control barely shine above the competition.
Yeah. I feel like every type kind of has like a card that is like broken for control.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of the types are missing the engine for it, right?
That's one of the great things about GLC, right? Is that type separation that no other format in this game has. You know, in any other format, you just throw in all the broken control cards into one deck and call it a day. In GLC, each type has their own special strengths and special weaknesses.
SPO, what do you think the top 3 control types are?
I would say grass, colorless, and dark.
Yeah, I agree with that right now.
Yeah, I think the dark is the most likely to fall out of favor. I think that psychic and water have a lot of potential that hasn't really been figured out yet. And I also think Drill Mill is broken. Y'all aren't ready for it, but I really do think that deck is kind of nuts.
My trick shovel for it.
Dude, name one person at Full Grip Games that even knows what Trick Shovel does.
I don't know.
So, oh my gosh, he would really go for Dialga on a turn like this when he knows the Lusamine is in Chicken Fried's hand? Maybe he might be recognizing, all right, Chicken Fried has access to the supporter loop. However, if he can just hit the energy, that supporter loop does not matter an ounce. So we're going to Pal Pad. What supporters are we taking back? Syncate definitely. Would he dare take Plumeria back into deck? I think he needs to take Plumeria to hand here.
I think if you loop Scoop Up Net here,
Yeah, Scoop Up Net is also a great win condition potentially. Um, Obviously you're running low on energy on the long run. I think you also need to take an accounting of Chicken Fried's deck here, how many cards there are, because there's a world where you could potentially just hit a couple B&Bs and close it if it's thin enough.
it definitely looks super thin.
But yeah, I mean, Chicken Fried's struggling to close out this game because he just doesn't have the energy to swing with something like Luxray. And as long as
He
Count can,
versus Secret the Plumeria, right?
I
Went
didn't
back
catch
to
that.
hand. I think that's what he did. If he gets the Plumeria this turn, that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be what he's looking for here. Now, Chicken Fried's recognizing this. He's going to put that Electrode combo back into the deck because that's truthfully the only energy that he has left.
He got the Plumeria back with Dialga. That's what that was.
Yeah, that has to be the play here.
Mhm.
The energy is
sure.
the key. Now, Chicken Fried's got to get that he's got to get that Parallel City out of here, and he has got to get Voltorb into play soon.
Playing red card?
Red card's hilarious, so that Plumeria is gonzo. Goodbye.
Mordecai.
And with no draw engine, yeesh. Ouch.
I don't want to hear nothing out of you about that card, Ghouls.
Why don't you tell me something about that card?
Puts Chicken Fried one step closer to getting that red and green bounty, is what it does.
Red card makes you see red, and sometimes you don't see cards like Hilda and stuff like that.
All right, so Count's hoping for that Faba, man. Faba would be the card to get.
Yeah, that's true.
Even better than Plumeria, really. All right. We're going to see 50 damage on the Dialga, 20 on Berserker. Chicken Fried's got to get this Field Blower, man. This is just upsetting.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah,
All right. We see Green's Exploration. Woo! What sort of tricks do we got in store? Do we just set up a supporter for later? I see him eyeing up a counter catcher. I don't know what switch options Chicken Fried has used up at this point, but
Fried only played U-turn board for
yeah, if we can trap that Zeb Strike guy, I mean, he's low on energy. He's not going to be able to easily attach retreat, so he'd probably have to just straight up find it like that. And Crystal Cave.
Crystal Caves, baby.
You hate to give up the parallel in case he finds Voltorb, but yeah, the Crystal Cave is too important. If the Crystal Cave goes unchecked, he's just going to undo all of this progress here. Dialga's going to be able to recover a card. Could be Counter Catcher. Probably not, though.
I think Chicken Fried still has access to one station.
Okay. That's good to know.
But I think they tossed Stormy off of something. I think it was off of the Goose Hall.
Yes.
And Beloba and Bryceman is the supporter of choice. Count's recognizing that if Chicken Fried doesn't retreat now, he can just B&B loop and win the game pretty quickly. So does Chicken Fried have it, or does he have to sprint for it? If he sprints for it, that's just playing right into Count's game.
There's no way he does that, right?
I mean, he has to. If he doesn't sprint for it, he gets hit with B&B, and then Count takes back the B&B. You can't afford to sit here and do nothing. Count's applying a very tight clock.
Well, it looks like Versus Seeker is in hand. The stadium card's in hand.
Okay, so that's going to be a very important pieces. We can Arven for the U-turn board here, as long as it's not prized. Or we can Guzma. That works too.
Does that shut off the goggles or no?
No.
And then we got
for the U-turn board and the blower would have been beautiful.
Yeah, you need that blower. If the menu, and it could be that one of those two cards is prized right now. That's why we don't see it. He does have the stadium bump. That's great. Pal Pad. My God, we're gonna see even more Guzmas. Thickening up the deck. Probably would like to see Lusamine back into the deck rather than.
Yeah, Sinlin for sure.
Or maybe the Lusamine was still in hand, because I recall him using Sinlin for Lusamine earlier in the game. I don't know.
What do we have on time with this?
Oh, sorry, I haven't. I think I
10
tabbed
minutes.
off of the clock. We have 12 minutes, according to my clock.
Cool. That's what we're going. In about 10 minutes, I'll make sure all the other rounds matchups are good. Looks like Logan beat Cap'n.
Cool.
Noah took down Gavin. Georgie
I
took
think
down
that
David.
Count just took Surge off the top deck, maybe? But does he have any supporters to make use of it? I mean, Count's got to get back into this Dialga. I don't think the Berserker's a winning line at this point. And Chicken Fried's deck is looking fairly thick.
Yeah, it actually looks a lot thicker than.
Yeah, that's surprising. We're gonna definitely need to see the return of Crystal Cave.
Yep.
Or some energy denial. We're gonna use Belelbin Bryson Man.
Oh man.
We
Okay.
hit. What do we hit from Chicken Fried? Hex.
That was,
Reset Stamp.
It was Guzma, Cornet.
Cornet.
And Count has Lusamine. That's actually huge. So we can now Lusamine for Crystal Cave again to slow the game down even further. And maybe he's eyeing up the Guzma. Maybe he's going to eye up the B&B. I think Guzma might be a safer choice than B&B. But it's hard to say.
How much damage is on the Dialga right now?
I don't know.
100,
Is that 100?
I believe.
And it's just been healed again.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, it's been Crystal Cave twice, so
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I think like a medium amount of damage. So we are going to take Belelbin Bryceman as the second option off of that Lusamine. So he's saying, next turn I'm going to mill another 3. And, you know, Count knows what the lose cons are here, right? He knows that he loses to Field Blower. He knows that he loses to Voltorb. Now, Chicken Fried also got to get rid of that Silent Lab, of course. All right. So definitely get rid of Lusamine and Iono. Brutal. That's actually brutal.
Yeah, he's got. Did
So
he have
Chicken-
a way to find the blower though? No, huh?
He could have used Verse Seeker for Arvin on the previous turn, potentially. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I mean, you know, spread 50 is a good clock to put Count on, but without Field Blower, it's just not there. We do see the Capture Energy. That's going to get Voltorb. That's another thing to put Count on a clock for. I'd love to know how many cards are left in that deck, though. But yeah, next turn, Chicken Fried could potentially, you know, sprint, get Electrode, power up Luxray, and take a knockout on any straggler. We see the sprint right now? What?
Yep.
There are like 3 or 4 cards left in deck?
He only has like 3 or 4 cards left in deck. What? What are we talking about?
He's digging for the blower, hardly nowhere.
Does he win if he hits
70.
blower? Gladion? Is that where the blower is?
No, I saw blower in deck.
There's no way that this Berserker dies to Field Blower, right? It's been tanking so much. I don't know how much damage is on it, but wow, that was a really risky gambit, and judging by what just happened, I don't think it paid off for Chicken Fried. He gets the knockout on Dialga. Oh no, but that deck is so thin. Is Belelbin Bryson Man enough to clean it up,
90.
though? I have to assume that Chicken Fried has more than 3 cards in deck, or...
See that counter. He needs some stream dice from our sweet Logan Davis.
Yeah. We do see below and Bryson, man. How many is that milling? Not all of it. And it doesn't does he hit the he misses the Voltorb?
You missed the electrode.
Oh no, that's really bad. That Electrode was the card he needed to mill.
All right. I
But
mean,
does
that's
Chicken
game
Fried
now.
have it? There's
think it's in hand.
hesitation, so I don't know. He has
that's
reversal! That's all the energy he needs. He has just enough energy to attach with Luxray. And wow, Count just missing the Plumeria and Faba for the rest of the game really was what sealed it.
That's crazy. The red card. That's crazy, dude.
Wow. One card left in deck. What a great game. That was such a sick game to watch. I can't
That was
believe it.
very intense. That was so intense. Good lord.
Wow. Both players, I think, played really phenomenally that game. Super proud of both of them. And,
I agree.
super
That was a
unique
really cool
lists.
match.
Not only just
Yes.
going for a bunch of bounties, but putting it together to make a real strategy, an unconventional strategy.
Yep. 100%.
Wow, nice work, both players. That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean that came down to the wire for sure. One card left in deck. You have to feel for count for like not with or for not hitting that. You know,
Yeah, I mean a lot of things. Like I said, if he had if he had been able to Dialga for Plumeria and not gotten red carded, that Plumeria I think would have really ran away with the game. Same if
Yeah.
he had found Faba at any point. I think that could have really ran away with it.
also field blower too.
That's true.
Like on the side of things. Like if
Yeah.
he could have field blower early, then
That
it
metal
would have been.
goggles bought Count millions of years.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So then in the finals, we're gonna have Lightning Spread versus Milo Pump.
Wow.
And that will be a very interesting matchup.
I gotta admit, I mean, Milo Pump is strong. It can overcome Lightning Spread, but there are some tricks in this Lightning Spread deck that I would not want to be facing if I was playing Milo Pump.
Yeah, it's true.
We have the Luxray option, which can just one-shot Wailord. Oftentimes, it's something that you go off. Versus Lightning Spread is you assume that you can tank hits, even through weakness, but Luxray says no way. The item lock is also really dangerous for Milo Pump, if he can get that on turn 1 or 2.
Well, you're going to be one-shotting all the guys too.
Yeah.
Like our,
You're one-shotting the Basculin. You're dealing a lot of pressure to all the other evolving basics.
yeah.
And again, item lock is just really, really a problem for the deck a lot of the times, because you need those items to find Drizzile. If you don't find Drizzile off an item, if you don't have Drizzile in hand, it's not good. It's not good at all. So we'll see. I think the Xurkitree is also really funny. I kind of don't think it'll come up. Ethan's Pichu could apply a lot of pressure.
That is true. The Pichu can start knocking stuff out.
It's not
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I think if I'd have to say like a favorite, then I would actually probably give it to the Lightning deck.
I would as well.
Most of the time, I do believe that Milo Pump is favored in the Lightning Spread from my experience.
I agree.
But like you said, SBO, I mean, we're looking at like a completely different monster with this.
Yeah, I mean, he can hand rip. He can go behind on prizes early to prevent, the sort of like reversal energy plays that Milo Pump is famous for. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that can go on here. There's obviously Silent Lab and Hex to try to mitigate that Manaphy's bench barrier. Luxray to get one shots. Some cool stuff.
There'll be some like pretty interesting things too with the counter stuff.
Yeah.
If Electro does struggle to like come into play, then he's gonna take prizes faster against this lightning, against this water deck than he would maybe a normal deck. So there might be some weird things with some energies come up. That's another like small thing to think about. But I do think that he's playing enough energies to get around that for the most part. It's just a matter of SLD can apply enough counter pressure to on his resources because we're talking about like Avery. You're talking about a deck that's playing Avery that's going to be able to if he gets that turn one, then that could be pretty gross too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
No worries, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're playing Milo Pump, I mean, I don't know. Is the strategy still just going to a big whale?
I don't know. I think that you probably still need to have Whale Lord to at least force out um a Luxray play.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so it looks like they are setting up here. So let me get the stream back on here. Alrighty, let's get our guys back on here. So we do in fact have our good friend Logan Davis always commentating and running the stream. The one day he decides to play in our tournament, he's in the final round.
Yeah, and
Absolute
a tough
legend.
matchup at that in front of them.
Yeah. So let's see if he can overcome this this weakness matchup and take it home in Turboblaze Week 17. Love for him to get a badge on the badge board. He
Yeah,
deserves it for sure. All right.
This would be free.
So let me get some colors here.
Okay, we got a Sobble starting Electabuzz.
Love it.
It looks like SLD's going first. A buddy popping to start it off. Yeah, don't you just love to see it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely do. Welcome back, goalies. We are right into our final round.
Very nice. Cool. So I believe I heard as I was walking in that SL going first.
Mm-hmm. It's a buddy popping opener.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're going to be happy with either result. We love when our teammates win. We'd love to see Logan get a win in his only ever Turboblaze trial. That would be super sick. But I'm also here rooting for Chicken Fried. He brought a deck with a lot of bounties, a lot of cheesy gimmick cards, and it's working for him. I think that's super sick.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
We're also going to see how well he can play around Manatee too.
Yeah, that's a big question to ask with any spread deck. And obviously he has the Hex in the Silent Lab. He's prepared for it. We just have to see if the deck can find it.
Earthen Vessel.
Yep.
It's just such a good card to thin out your deck. Like that's the crazy thing about what makes the deck consistent and be able to pull off so many crazy plays. Is like you're just like constantly thinning it of its water energies.
Dude, I tell you, I see all the time people are like, why do we need 3 energy surge? They don't get it. They see that and they think it's redundant. They think they can cut it. But you really can't. It's so important.
It is like a non-negotiable in my mind.
Absolutely. Every single one of those cards is a 2-for-1. It's giving you card advantage. And I think that that's really underrated. It's thinning your deck of 2 cards. And you have energy-hungry attackers, right? You know, Wishy-Washy needs 3, Wailord needs 4. You're not going to just draw 4 energies with Octillery. That's not how it works.
Right.
You
So
gotta find them.
grab the opting to grab the
Yeah, it gets
surge
the
turn.
Basculin, but doesn't actually attach to the Sobble, which I think is a little strange.
He might be weary of getting knocked out.
Yes.
I don't think he's gonna get knocked out here because Chicken Fried's Donk attackers are doing 30 damage. Luxio, Ethan's Pichu, those are 30 damage attackers. I don't think I'd be too worried about it.
There's no damage buffs either.
Yeah,
So it's
I don't
like,
think there's the Sobble's getting knocked out.
I wonder how much like Logan looked at the deck list ahead of time.
I don't know.
Because now
Yeah, I
let's
mean, if
face
there
it,
was Zapdos, then that would be one thing.
we see
Yeah.
that a lot in Lightning spread deck for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Logan
maybe
watched
something
that
Logan's
last
thinking
game
of.
too, so you gotta imagine he spent
And we
some
see
time
Jesus
checking out those
Christ.
lists.
It's the whole package. We get Guzma Hala for Capture Stormy TM Evolution. There's nothing better than that. So let's see which Pokemon he takes. I'm going to suspect that we'll probably see one of the Pokemon that blows up, probably the Voltorb. And oh, he's actually gonna take both of his blow ups. That's hilarious. So we could see a world where because he has the Blitzel in hand.
That's right,
I was gonna
yeah.
say I was looking for a Voltorb Blitzel there. So we could possibly see a world where he actually is able to hand rip, get the energy on Electivire, and just completely shut Logan out of the game next turn.
Yeah, because like if he hits Hex, like that's pretty gross.
Logan could also pop up with a wishy-washy right here.
Yeah, Logan needs a good turn here. Otherwise, I think Chicken Fried's board is threatening just a complete blowout here if it goes right for him.
So he's got 2 in hand off
He's got
the
2
Earthen
energy.
Vessel.
Could be wishy-washy angle. I'm sure he's going to be eyeing up the Manaphy. I think he knows, the writings on the wall here. But at the same time, the Magneton says Hex Maniac now.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe that's an argument that you do or don't find it.
Guzma.
Guzma is not the supporter for turn you want to see. Oh, God. Because, of course...
He has Electrode in hand, too.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, we know that, there's nothing that you can stick here. The Zebstrika has free retreat, and the other 2 Pokemon blow themselves up.
Man, no.
That sucks.
Is
That
really
sucks so bad. Yeah, I mean, we have Octillery to draw a little bit, but... I imagine that Logan Davis has got to be taking Manaphy for sure. And then whether he goes Wailmer or Wishy-Washy is what I'll be interested to see. Of course, the Snom is probably going down next turn unless it gets evolved here.
I did not see what he drew off of.
I did not either.
Yeah, he top decked Irida.
Cool.
I wonder if you can question that sequence of like burning the Guzma there.
Yeah, it's tough because obviously it gets you a little bit further with your Octillery. But it just completely prevents you from playing a
What's the Manaphy?
potentially better supporter next turn. So only taking the Manaphy, I guess he doesn't want to take unnecessary spread damage because he knows that he's almost certainly getting hit with a Hex spread this turn.
Yep. You also kind of wonder if I mean there's that, but there's also like I would have to imagine that there was a moment where he could have went for the Wishy-Washy.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, I don't think there'd be anything wrong with getting Wishy-Washy off of the Basculin. Worst case scenario, goes Tails back into the deck.
right. not seeing any Drizzle evolution too.
It's very unfortunate.
Kind of counter pressure.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, so this is a crazy turn. Chicken Fried has the world at his fingertips, right? As long as he's deck checking right now at Stormy Mountains, because if he has Surge in the deck, he can really just say, screw it, I'm giving up 2 prizes. I'm gonna get all the supporters in the world, and you're done.
Goes up to 2.
So, Logan gets 2 prize cards out of that. That's not negligible, let's be clear. But I think that the upsides of those 2 prizes going down are huge, right? We're taking out the Snom here, and Reversal Energy is not going to be live, so there's absolutely no way that Logan is going to be doing anything meaningful in response to this.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, we do see the Surge Hex. That's exactly what you need to go through Manaphy. And what's the final supporter?
He played Gladiance. He's Gladiance for the Electrovite.
Okay. Yeah, that's just phenomenal. I mean, that's textbook stuff. We see him repopulate the board a little bit with Shinx and Pichu. You mentioned, of course, that Luxray is going to be his best way to kill Wailord. I think that's a great choice, and Chicken Fried will take 2 prize cards of his own, putting the game back on even footing with Chicken Fried having a very dominant board state.
Sure.
If Chicken Fried next turn is able to just hex again, Logan is looking at getting completely board wiped here.
Yep, and Chicken Fried seems to be coming in hot. So
and let's remember, Logan can't Octillery, he can't Drizzile this turn. So he's going to have to piece together whatever he got off of Octillery last turn.
We know that he has Irida in hand.
Yeah, and he did get 2 prize cards. That's 2 more cards he gets to work with, which is great.
If he comes up and hits the active for 30, it could set it up for a wishy-washy knockout. Pretty important.
Yeah, absolutely important. I feel like that's, really the best that you can hope for this turn is... I don't even know. The problem is even if you get back Snom, it's just going to die next turn anyway, almost certainly. But I feel like you have to try. If he gets Snom and it gets hexed, that's 4 prizes, that's game. I feel like what you may want to do here is Whalmer and just get an energy on Whalmer. That way you can reversal on it next turn. I don't know.
Alright, see?
So he gets Drizzile, but does he remember he's under Hex?
I think it's fair to still get it for next turn.
It could be. But at the same time, it's almost certainly going to die.
See, there's multiple things there, and you gotta imagine the whale's one of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate if so, because otherwise I would say Irida for the whale would have to be correct.
Especially if you already drew 2 prizes for free.
Yeah.
That's brutal that you didn't hit the whale too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is just looking super painful. I mean, weakness or not, the weakness isn't really the thing at issue here. Chicken Fried is just showing that his deck is able to put up such an insurmountable force by giving up those prize cards. That's really what he's trying to do here. So Logan's going to hope for the best, put up Wishy-Washy, and hope that this Manaphy is able to stick and buy him a turn. If it doesn't, there's a 50-50 chance the chicken just wins on the spot.
And he's holding Silent Ladder.
Yeah.
Tag call. Yeah.
There's Tag Call, that's Silent Lab.
Well, no.
No?
Because
He already used Kuzmahala. You're right. So,
No.
we got Syncate.
I thought he had it in hand.
He might have it in hand. Yeah.
Off the goose
So maybe
hollow.
I'm sure that he's going to be
Goose
playing
hollow.
Cynthia and Caitlyn here to get back Hex Maniac at the minimum.
I could have been looking at the wrong. No.
Yeah, that was it.
So it gets rid of the Lux Ray. That's fine. He's going to take back Hex Maniac and draw forward. I will certainly allow it.
Dude, what? Like, that's crazy to have all, like,
There's Evo Incense,
Not
Luxia.
at all.
not even, sprinting last
Mm-hmm.
turn.
Dude, you know what would be funny? Is if this guy uses Disconnect and kills one of those goons on the bench, or hits the wishy-washy and makes it like flip away or something.
He just doesn't even have to. He's got 3 prizes this turn. And then what you
Well, he
want,
has to have the Silent Lab. Are you
Has
certain
it
he
in-
has it in hand?
yeah, I
Okay.
just saw it.
Yeah, and that's that. Yep, there it goes. That's 3 prizes, and Logan is just not going to have a follow-up. He has no energy on Wishy-Washy. He can't evolve Whalmer in a single turn. And it looks like we're going to stick around for 1 turn to goof off here. Oops.
Did he flip for it?
He did.
Silent Lab.
Oh, Silent Lab.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
funny.
okay.
I think I saw him try to flip for it and take it back. So we get Brooklet Hill. You gotta get Wilmer.
I'm telling you, he doesn't have it.
It's just upsetting, frankly. We got teammates. Night Stretcher,
He could
baby.
scoop up-
Scoop up net to go out on your own terms.
He could cape it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. He bumped the lab. Hex in hand, though. Hex in hand, though. It's not much to say about that.
Yeah, I think only to set up a whale with a reversal right here.
Yeah, I think that's what has to
Excuse
happen.
me. And
He has to find Whalelord
then,
prizes be damned. If it's Whalelord that's prized, he could get Gladian off of his teammates to get it next turn. So what are we stretching for here? Is that the Sobble?
yep.
But he's going to get Hex
He
next
still
turn
has a
anyway,
good bottle in hand.
so that doesn't work.
Right.
And if there's just gust on the Sobble, it's GG's.
Yeah, absolutely. I think my internet's taking a
Well, he has
chug here,
split
so I
tails, too.
apologize to everybody watching stream.
Oh no. I'm telling you, the whale has to be in the prizes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this could have gone any worse for Logan, to be honest.
'Cause
And yeah, that's that. We do just see the high voltage current per game.
show us the whale.
Yeah, let's see those prize cards, buddy. There's
Oh,
Whalmer.
the whole line.
Holy mackerel, bro.
Oh, all
Wishy-washy,
the attackers
Inteleon,
went
Whale,
into
Whale. Yeah,
prize.
you're done. You're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna win that game.
Yep.
Holy cow, that's just unfortunate.
Well,
Every single attacker was prizes. Like, okay. like call it a day. Like that, like on top of like your opponent just like doing what they're doing, like you got that other opponent on your own mat.
Yeah.
Those 6 prize cards.
Yep. Well, congratulations to Chicken Fried.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
Or-
gosh,
another
100%.
badge on the board.
And I mean,
Up in the invitational.
this
Super
has to
cool
be
list.
the most original and spiciest list we've seen get a badge at our Turboblaze Trials.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely the energy count alone is like really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Double
super
self
super
KO
neat,
is a
super
super
fun to
interesting
watch.
engine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that electrode is great. The magnet's
It is.
Absolutely
great.
is.
So very solid performance. Shout out to Chicken Fried for taking it down, number 17. And then yeah, and congrats on SLD for doing a solid 3-1 performance on
Yeah, super solid.
and I I know he hates to
Absolutely.
go out that way. And it's unfortunate, but that's just how cards are sometimes.
Yep.
So
We
yeah.
do see
well, again, that will do it. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, looking at the standings here, it looks like Lee ended up winning his last round, so Lee went 3-1, which is pretty cool. We see Noah and Charisma also go 3-1, and then Count versus Cap'n is playing off to see who will go 3-1 as well. So that's about that.
Very nice. Well, that should do it for our stream tonight. Does anybody have anything else they want to comment on?
Well, just thank you all for hanging out and watching this. And if you're still here, we got a lot of things in store in these next few months. Super excited to put our foot on the gas with that and get some GLC content out there.
Yes,
Very
sir.
excited.
Yeah.
We have our
And,
Discord link is in the
plan to-
description, so please join our Discord to see and join our weekly tournaments and see all the other content and good discussion we've got going on there.
Yeah, and a big shout out again to our sponsors, Collectors Connection. Definitely go check them out at collectorsconnectionduluth.com for all your local GLC needs if you're in the Duluth area, and also all your other card needs. So we really love those guys, and yeah, just big shout out to them. Want to thank them for tonight.
Absolutely. We couldn't do what we do without them. They're our number one fans, our number one sponsors. We love those guys.
Absolutely. Blessed.
All right, everyone. Well, have a great night. If you're in the Discord, please stick around for our raffle prizes. And if you're not, please join the Discord and come join us next week. We'd love to have you.